Here comes attack number 1.
It's a ghost, Grant. No, stab it. Go ahead. It's a ghost. Stab the ghost with your sword.
That would be a dirty 20.
That hits.
The ghost.
It does hit the ghost. You prick.
So TGIF, everybody, it's Friday. You're getting ready to start your weekend with us because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition-ish.
Mostly.
Yeah, there's a lot of homebrew, and frankly, if I don't like a rule or I forget it, I'm just going to make something up. That's how we do it here. So if you came here to learn how to play D&D, you've come to a lot of good examples of how to and how not to do it.
We started almost a year ago, and we still have debates about sneak attack.
Yep. Although I will say, and let's just go ahead and throw a Critical Role out there because they love us. They're one of our biggest fans.
Of course, yeah.
And our best
Hardly
friends.
keep them away from us.
Yeah, like, okay, Laura Bailey, back it up.
Matt Mercer, stop coming to my house. I didn't invite you.
Please. But when you finally get through and realize they're just...
all of my Go-Gurts. Okay. They're expensive.
He's eating my blueberries. That's who it is.
Even when you're watching Matt Mercer eat the blueberries right out of Monolith's refrigerator,
You okay?
it's entirely possible to see these professionals also forget how stealth works.
Yeah.
Which fills me with joy because I know I'm not the only one.
Everybody forgets everything.
Of course. So now that we've warmed up and now that we've said TGIF and we've kicked off our weekend, we can go ahead and start with the little recap, which I'll do for you. You flew in a giant airship. Yours, the Zeppelin. It's a Zeppelin. It's called the Zephaniah, the HMS.
No, it's the Zeppelin. It's a Zeppelin named the Zeppelin.
Did you make a paint change to what the king had put on there for you?
No, but like in my mind space, where everything is real, because D&D is real in my brain, it's the Zephaniah.
That's one of my Pinterest boards.
No, it's the Zeppelin. Zeppelin. That's Zeppelin.
Well, in my mind, somebody on your team who cares a lot about you took their paints and went back and turned it into the Zeppelin, the HMS Zeppelin, so that it would match exactly not only what you were dreaming, but what's now on the side of your ship.
Who did that?
And you flew this, I don't know, somebody with paints.
Somebody with paints.
And you flew this vessel through a lot of perilous air and some perilous sea at times. You once landed on a perilous sand spit, and you perilously got your ship back as people tried to abscond with it.
Perilous.
Yoink it.
You helped several of those accidental pirates get back to their home where their ship was birthed from.
And they were birthed from also.
A couple of them.
Oh,
Yep.
I think he sounds fired.
Different spelling, but same. Absolutely.
Not like BETRHED, but BITRHED.
Yeah, I think it was a BEA. Birth.
Where?
I thought it was just birth.
Remember when we were trying to say ward yesterday?
Ward.
Ward?
Anyway.
What I remember is that after you landed in the center of the city under siege, you found out that this was one of several spots that Rainfield knew you would either make it to or die trying to get to. And so this was one of several spots that he seeded with the information that you needed, which was that time is of the essence. And he gave you the 3 ways that you could most effectively close the gap, make it to the city of Krastraken, and help find out if Monolith indeed can be instilled as the rightful heir to that city-state, really. It's an exciting time because you had to make a choice and decide which of the 3 routes you're going to take, and you chose to go the magic route. Rather than flying over the continents and oceans between you and Krastraken, you have found a gnome wizard, a mage, who wants to help you. Who wants to help you go to hell. He really could just not care less if you were there or not. He almost didn't even come out and stop his giant ladybugs from devouring your corpses. But he did. He came out and he stopped the onslaught. And you pitched your idea to him. You pitched your idea that you heard was probably going to make it so that you could get what you needed. you found out that this individual could indeed transport you to Kristraken just like that, and your airship, which was really the big deal here. But he decided against it. He didn't feel like it. As persuasive as you tried to be, you could not be persuasive enough to talk your way into a free portal. But you did talk your way into potentially working for the portal. You and your group of adventurers have agreed to do a favor for the gnomish wizard Barinus. His name is a little different today because magic. Barinus is there's several of them coming. Brownies?
Barbecue sauce.
Barista.
Gargonzola.
Ooh, that's it. No, that one. That one's
That
right.
one's it.
Mr. Broad
Mr. Broad.
insisted.
Is he doctor? Did he go to? How long did he go to magical school?
Dr. Broski.
Can you get a doctor?
No, he doesn't even believe in that track.
Oh, really?
That's not the route.
Is he
for
against
him.
like STEM majors? Like he's really not into the whole.
You could ask him.
I don't think he would answer me. I don't think he likes me very much.
He's sitting on his front step, drinking a hot beverage from a mug. There's steam coming out of it, but it's not a beverage that you recognize either by smell or sight. But he's sipping it and glaring at you, and you decide not to ask him.
So what'd you study in school?
That's a good question. A lot of stuff. I was interested in a lot of things, but mostly mind your damn business.
What about entomology?
A little bit.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's not. He just seems to be
Zach,
what you're.
no offense, I just think we're on a bit of a time limit.
Okay,
No, you can take all the time you
Yeah,
want.
we
I'm
should
not in a
probably
hurry.
get going.
I do have a little bit of an errand that you said you'd run for me, and if you run it, I will open up a portal directly to that city you want to get to. I can even take care of your airship. Normally, couldn't fit something like that through a portal, but I've got tricks.
Hey, Casey, do you mind taking care of the ship while we take care of this? I say, handing her the rope.
Well, I mean, I guess. Sure.
I like we've got emo Casey.
Casey grabs the guy wire and goes, well, I guess you guys be careful out there. I'm going to be up in the ship making sure nothing bad happens.
Bye.
Casey climbs up.
See you later.
Makes it up the mountain.
Stay safe.
Rope does not look back down at you or wave or anything, but does go inside the vessel. And for a moment, you see it kind of adjust and change direction a little bit, and then come to a steady stop. Basically, you could tell somebody went to the controls and made sure that the ship was being helmed.
Nicholas is no longer in charge.
I'm the
Poor
captain
Nick.
now.
Yeah,
That's alright.
Is Nicholas concentration?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, when we start this errand, I'm gonna lose service.
You got like
He's-
sprint?
He doesn't do long distance calls.
He hasn't got a wide range of coverage.
No.
He's still using minutes. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
That's pretty good.
Anyways.
G3.
Oof.
Mhm.
We've got a few things I need to check with you on, and you should make some decisions based on the answers. You're about to go on an errand of not entirely revealed levels of danger. And is there anything that you need to do before you begin this trek? Is there anything you want, you need to get?
A little bit here.
What?
This would be the time to take care of it amongst yourselves.
I have a D&D question.
I can help.
Inspiration only lasts an hour, or does it last until I need it?
You got one of the weirdest inspirations ever.
Yeah, I forget why I was inspired. I can't remember.
I inspired you so well just with my own words that you became inspired. I inspired you.
Oh, okay.
I was chock full of inspiration.
As per usual.
And because of
Grant
it,
me another inspiration.
you know how this works.
Woo!
That one will last you throughout the day. You won't be able to use it on our next episode, but anything that we covered today, you can have that D4 for.
Cool.
Any other... no, not any other questions. What would you guys like to do? How would you like to spend the moments that you have? Or how would you like to spend the unlimited time that you have? Because really, you have a vast amount of time in front of you. If you were taking the oversea route or the close to the ground route, either of those would have had you going full tilt in your vessel towards your destination, but you're not in your vessel. You're transporting in a moment, which means days of travel that you're not going to have to take could be used for something else. Kind of like right now, you're going to have days of, or maybe just a day of running this errand. As long as you're back within less than 3 days, you'll still be showing up ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a long rest to return to the usage of my necrotic shroud. Take a quick 8 hours.
The quick 8 hours? I don't think that's how time works.
Well, it's, we'll see.
What time is it, real?
Yeah, exactly.
8 hours could be quick in the grand scheme of things, We have so many hours in our... Sorry. This is a weird tangent for me to go on.
No, I totally agree.
Jan and Tammy takes out a little notebook, and knowing that they only have 3-ish days to complete this task, she's going to try and keep track as best as she physically can of the time. Despite being an idiot.
How dare you say that about anything?
Does she have a sundial watch? I don't think that's a thing, but it should be.
It should.
It'd be funny if they sold those in Indiglo.
I literally have a watch. I have a watch that I have on my hand, on my arm.
Jan and Tammy's still going to do
What time is it?
Are you asking before or after you slept?
Right now.
No, are we actually long resting?
No way in hell.
Are we actually long resting?
It sounds like no. You guys will have to decide amongst yourselves.
No, I was kidding. Nobody's going to let me sleep for 8 hours, I don't think.
I mean, we can at least get started. Should we... Excuse me.
Yes.
What is our task?
Also, what are you drinking? Can I have some?
No. It's just my tea. I just have one mug. I live alone. I'm a hermit. What do you want?
Well, you don't want to share?
No, I really don't. None of this was supposed to be part of my day.
Sharing type.
We got a deal here. You're gonna go do a thing for me.
What's the thing?
Well, if you choose to do it.
Right. Well, I think we already chose to.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we shook hands. There was a shock.
There's a thing on my hand.
It hurt.
I think that means we gotta do it.
Well,
required.
The important thing here is that you get back my friend.
Ah, okay. See, now we got some. This is a rescue mission.
I have one friend. I have one friend, one creature on this planet that I care about and that cares about me.
Is it
creature
a dog?
rescue?
It is a dog.
It's a dog! Oh my god, I've never been more. I mean, where is this dog?
He already told us.
I was too distracted by the dog.
The dog was taken. It was taken too early. No, well, they thought it was dead, but it was not dead, and it's not supposed to be dead for a long time. This is a very special dog to me, and I've done a lot of research and a lot of looking into it. And the person that collected the dog wasn't supposed to. It was a big mistake. And if you can go back and get the dog for me, bring me back my dog, Mephi, I will do exactly what you want. I will send you and your ship and all of your belongings through a portal to the city of Prestraken.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But if this fails, like right now, I know that Meph is okay. I know that he's just Mephistocles. He's a good boy.
Wait, your dog's name is Mephistopheles?
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of a mouthful.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I think it's real cute.
Mr. Wrinkles is another.
Mr. Wrinkles.
When I grab him by his face and I hold his little cheeks and I go,
my goodness,
Mr. Wrinkles.
Oh, guys, we have to do this.
I haven't seen him for like 2 months, and I've just been sad and really, quite frankly, angry. More angry than normal. That's completely
fair.
Understandable.
I tried for a long time. I thought he was just lost.
How long will it take us?
I put these posters up everywhere, and I wasn't able to get any kind of response from somebody that had them. But then I found out from somebody that saw that he'd gotten picked up and by people. Meph was not only my best friend, I would also ride him like a horse.
Mephistopheles.
Oh, you're small.
Yeah, I'm a gnome.
There he is.
So
That's him.
it's not a hard thing to do. I had a friend draw him up. He's really good.
Wow, your friend's an amazing artist. This is incredible.
His name's Inca.
Very good.
Inca Jet.
Oh, Inca Jet. Yeah, no, it's
She's really good with her hands.
yeah. But does she speak very well? Or maybe just like in like weird noises or
Not much. She's whiny, very
a
whiny.
little whiny. Yeah, that makes sense.
How long is it going to take us to get to this? You said it was
where's
in like a
the
house,
dog
right?
also? Who's the mysterious person you keep referring to?
I don't know. I heard it was a cloaked figure. The cloaked figure grabbed my dog and then disappeared. And the only reason I have any way of knowing where that might be is because I can find out where my dog's armor is because it's something that I made with my own hands, and I'm able to locate it because I'm so familiar with it. And I know it's not close, but I can, I'm really good with the portals. So if you're going after Mr. Wrinkles, I'd send you there in a heartbeat, and I'd even give you a way to get back. Enough energy to get the 4 of you and Mr. Wrinkles back.
That seems doable. Don't see anything wrong with that.
Why did you say this was deadly?
Did I?
Yeah.
The place where my dog is kind of a dangerous place. It's not an... Have you heard of Realms?
Yeah.
No.
I have one on Minecraft.
Yeah, like that. It's like he's on a different server. Different Minecraft server.
What?
Oh,
So he's like in a different.
God.
He's like in a different city.
In a different plane of existence? Is that what you're telling me?
This one knows.
What plane?
Is it the Earth plane?
No, not.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's not the material plane, right?
Oh.
It's kind of hard to identify this one.
Well, I don't understand.
Well, okay, we'll explain it
Well,
as we go. How
let me
long?
explain this. Okay, so there's different realities placed on top of each other, not like physically, but like kind of, and you can travel between the planes.
So it's like
on his
island?
mom is from the the Earth plane.
So it's just like on the other side of the Earth.
No,
No,
it's right on
it's
top of
completely
it,
different.
but it's not.
It's magic. There's other places right where we're standing. We're in this realm, and there are other realms around us as we're standing here. Like if we were to go through a portal right where we're standing, we'd be in another place on another realm.
But it's the same place.
But it's the same place.
But I'm standing right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's,
Okay, maybe let's just leave that. Maybe that's for another
This
time.
is gonna require like
a 20 hour maybe discussion.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Also, I don't know what Zeph sounds like.
Do we start walking? Are you teleporting us? Because like I there's some things I want to do.
We can go right now.
It won't be a walk. Do you need to do anything before you go, or are you ready? I mean, I'll go get the transport. For this trip, I'm gonna
bags and stuff, so I'm good.
Okay.
Everybody wants to take an 8-hour nap, right? 8 hours.
8 hours would be nice.
Are you really
I'm down for an 8 hour nap.
Yeah, how bad could it be? What's that? What, Jenny Tammy? What's the issue?
The only thing is that we only have 3 days to get to Crash Dragon.
Well,
No,
how bad
we have 5 days to get to Crash Dragon.
Yeah, it only took us 1 day to get here.
Pretty sure.
It didn't take us a day to get here.
And even less, actually. We're here on the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we got there at night, and the guy said, 5 days. And then we got here the following day. So we still got like 3.5 to 4 days.
Yeah.
We could take 2 4-hour naps.
As we go there. How are we getting there?
No, he's just bringing us. He's teleporting us there instantly.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you a stick. You're gonna grab the stick. You're gonna push a little button on it, and all of you are gone.
Gotcha.
And then when it's time to come back, you're gonna push a different button, and you're gonna come back.
So not the
with
same,
Mr. Wrinkles.
Not the same button. And what happens if we come back without Mr. Wrinkles?
Why would you do that?
What if he's not there?
Yeah, what if it's just his armor that's there and the dog is like,
What if the dog is just not there?
Let's not imply these things. Let's just go and get the dog.
But I would like to know.
We had a deal. I will send you to your destination when you accomplish my task. If you do not accomplish my task, I will not send you to your destination.
I have a feeling if
It's about
the
that
dog
easy.
isn't there, we're not going to get anything out of it, regardless of whether it was our fault or not.
Yeah, I think if the dog's not there, we might as well just come back in the airship and just go somewhere else. Not even bother, go to Crash Track.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I'm kind of boned. So let's make sure we do it, I guess.
All right. I just think speed is our friend in this situation. But if you guys really need a good nap,
I mean, I could just drink one of these potions.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's not sleep. Or you want to do a short 1 hour nap and use some of your hit die, then that could be advisable.
I could also use this potion of healing superior now.
Yeah, but if you only use 1 hour, it's not a big
you
deal.
need healing?
I could use some healing. That's kind of the whole reason I wanted to take a nap.
do you need healing?
I don't think we
No,
would
I
say
didn't get
that.
hit.
Oh, cool.
I
thought
don't
you
think
were just
we can
a wimp.
either, but we are. Can I cast Healing Word on Monolith?
Angel? Maybe, since I'm going to be staying here, I could just heal everybody with my wands and my spells, and that way you don't have to,
She shouts down from
Yeah, I thought she was in the ship.
worry. Oh, she came down.
Okay.
just to say something.
Casey, why are you being so weird today? Are you okay?
I'm just being myself. I don't understand.
No, I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. Are you
Is there
sick?
something in your throat?
Yeah, your throat.
I don't know. I really feel like I'm nailing it.
No, you're doing a great job,
No,
sweetie.
I think you're doing
It's very good.
good job.
Bless your heart.
That's for when you
What
leave.
was
That's
that
when he's
one? That's
practicing.
not normal. That's very different.
Can you heal everybody with your magics and then
Please
we'll
use
leave?
your wand.
I've got.
Nope.
No, that's me.
This one.
Yeah, that's me.
No, you're doing great. Soft and gentle.
I'm not British.
I am British.
Oh, well, I've got my wand that I had, and it's got some healing charges in it. Who needs to be healed?
Oh, why don't you? No, I'm doing your voice. Can I have the healing? Can I have the healing wand? Actually, since we're gonna go without you, and you can't. Well, no, just heal us. Actually, it's fine. That's not. I don't want to. I don't know where.
I feel hurt.
How much healing do you need, Monolith?
Out of game, upwards of 19-ish.
Probably have to use your spell slots.
I need plenty.
Well, okay, gosh. I guess I could stay here and take a nap.
I mean,
the plane crashes.
Did anybody else get hurt other than Monolith, or is it just Monolith? In case you got hurt.
I didn't get hurt. I'm good.
Did you get hurt at all?
I didn't get hurt.
I didn't even use any of my spells or anything. I didn't even get a chance to fight those bugs. A little sad about it. I mean,
Why do you want to fight the bug so bad?
they looked easy to kill.
They were not.
Well, I mean,
Be healed!
Yeah!
7 plus 5. That's 12.
Wow, that was great. Why'd you say it like that?
I was just trying something new out.
Okay.
Let me try again. Alright. This is going to wear me out. Be healed! 5.
That's
You
perfect.
did it the same. You did it the same way this time.
yeah, you said you tried something new, and then you said the same exact thing.
This was the new thing. I was trying a new thing.
Oh, I get it. Right.
You just gotta
Okay.
try it a few times to make sure it's good. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe keep working on that one. Like,
Yeah,
Definitely keep working on it.
Maybe
Not-
just a little bit of a flair with the hands or something.
Less
you know?
words.
B.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good.
Not exactly what I meant, but I like it. Surreal.
Do you need any more points? Because
No, I'm good. I healed up my 16 points to max out my healing pool, so I'm totally fine.
Yeah, and the rest of us didn't take any HP damage, so
no.
no,
I'm
just
good.
literally just Monolith, and also you almost died. Maybe you should take a nap.
She needs
Oh,
to fly
gosh.
She needs to fly the airship.
Oh yeah, we'll fly the airship. Actually, you can take a nap. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about me. I've got all kinds of ways that I can make myself feel better.
I'm sure. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna conjure up a fish and talk to it.
You think she ever does that? Like, she
That's
gets lonely?
racist.
Yeah, monolith. What the hell, man? That's not
I'm
funny.
a planar being. I can say that.
I don't know, but I don't think that's the same thing.
I think it's
I
only
think that's
water.
kind of
There's
same
no
thing.
passes.
Yeah, there's no
passes.
There's no passes.
God.
Yeah, well, if you ever pick up a rock and talk to it because
Let
you're
me touch
lonely.
that. Let me touch that
Yeah.
stick. Let me
Monolith.
touch that stick.
Hey, Monolith, you ever pick up a rock and talk to it, Monolith?
I don't care.
I pick up
That
a
doesn't
palm-sized
bother
rock.
me.
Hey, are you Monolith's friend? You know Monolith at all?
That's racist. You don't come from
Yeah.
a point
Dad,
of
this
existence.
is why you're my favorite.
You want to talk to Monolith's friend too? I don't know if you
Oh,
want to.
hey, Monolith's friend. It's really nice to meet
Monolith,
you.
I didn't know you had friends, and I didn't know that
That's a
you
surprise
could
to me
talk
too.
Rocks?
Yeah, he can. It's incredible.
Monolith, that
Okay,
is
you
so
two are
cool.
racist.
Okay, I'm gonna
You're
send you
bigot.
goodbye now. All right, say goodbye to Monolith's friend. And I chuck it. All right, Mr.
I'm gonna go find a bird and I'm gonna say it's your friend because you got those weird bird wings.
Now you're just being mean for
That's
like
sad. She
unnecessarily
doesn't
rude.
know.
Yeah, yes.
She doesn't know.
Now you're just being
Why are
rude.
you being so mean to her?
That's just
I'm gonna go find the blueberry and talk to it and then say it's
Everyone
your
knows.
friend.
What does that even mean?
You're blue.
Am I?
Oh my lord.
Well, she's got kind of blue, not like
Let's
super
talk
blue.
about how most of us are blue again.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
actually, Casey's gone, so technically only half of us are blue now.
Yeah?
Blue gang.
Whoop.
The four of you are standing by yourself having this conversation on a porch with nobody watching, which is probably for the best. The door next to you opens. It squeaks really loudly. You heard the squeak before when you first opened the door. A full-size door with a tiny little gnomish magic user in the doorway. I would say framing him, but he's so small. His diminutive size is noticeable, and it's accented by the size of the giant tray that he's carrying, which has mugs in it, which have more of the liquid that he'd been drinking,
He's gotten a lot nicer.
steaming, and as he walks out...
Jason's in a better mood.
Yeah. I'm sorry about earlier, guys. I hadn't eaten breakfast.
Yeah, there's total 180 in your personality is really impressive, I gotta say.
I'm waiting for
He
this.
dumps the coffee on us.
Let's be fair, you blue folk.
Whoa, hey!
I was listening through the door. I know it's a conversation you apparently have from time to time.
Well, just because it's like an inside joke.
Are you
doesn't-
English?
English?
Yeah, what do you mean? He's from, what's the city?
I'm from Broadway.
Yeah, you never heard of the city of Broadway?
You never heard of the city of Broadway?
Of course I have. I could tell that was an East Broadway accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case,
I'll leave, guys. It's fine.
That's good, nice. Still good talking to you. It was a great session.
I hope you realize this means we're going to a town called Broadway.
Angel is my favorite character in this whole campaign.
I can't wait to go to the city of Broadway.
I
That's
can't
great.
wait. Everybody sings and dances. All of them.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Full-time
Do you guys know that
musical?
one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where the demon comes and turns the whole town into a musical and stuff? It's literally
The
that.
only episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer I've seen. That's impressive.
There's
I've
this
seen
person
it.
named Dee Dee somewhere on Earth because she's still alive because she's my age and we're all very young. And Dee Dee had this idea at Camp Crystal about 25 years ago. She said, "You know what would be cool is if we woke up one day and everything all day long from morning until night was a musical."
That's
And
terrible.
so she got the counselors together and we planned out an entire day.
Yes.
Oh my
Every
God.
meal had a danced choreography song.
When was this?
We would pop up at sailing and do a sailing song.
Yes.
And then we would disappear. It was epic.
That's the best thing I've ever heard in my
It
life.
is. Has nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons. And now let's get back to that.
Wait, was it before or after I was alive?
You were young. You were alive, but you were far too young to recognize what was happening. I would put you at the 2 range.
Okay.
So,
Quality content.
Yep, you're welcome. As the mugs are brought out on the tray and he walks around until you either
Wow,
take or don't
thank
take
you.
one, he looks at you and responds to the captain and says, "Yeah, I was gruff earlier and I'm not taking it back. I'm still kind of pissed, but I got to tell you, I've been missing my dog so bad. The thought that you might potentially bring him back, it fills me with something that's very different than what I've been feeling. It feels like less angry. And I'm pretty
That's
excited about that.
Did you remember the other emotions? Now, maybe.
Anyway, are you ready to go? Is there anything else you need? I'm not going to talk about my feelings anymore. I'm not going to.
No, it's okay. You can open up to me. I'm very
I've opened up.
receptive.
Yep, we've done it. We're good. All opened.
Do you maybe a very powerful wizard have a way of restoring spell slots? As in spell form? You're a powerful wizard. Maybe you would know.
No, that's a good question. I'm a very powerful wizard, and I know that you can't break the laws of nature and magic. So,
well, I mean, you can open a portal.
Yeah.
That's kind of break. Okay.
No,
all right.
I mean
that's what magic is.
I mean,
but
yeah,
that's
isn't it
fine.
literally,
Yeah.
there are hundreds of dollars of components that go into the transport, so it's not like a cheap thing for me to just do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know, it doesn't make sense.
No, I'm glad to be able to teach you elementary magic stuff. As an
you know
advanced
what?
wizard.
Can we have that stick that you talking about? What
actually,
button do
can
we
you go ahead and
press?
send us to the death plane so
Not
we can
until
get
you
your
put
dog?
my mugs down. I'm not going to lose a mug and a dog.
I'm taking the mug with me. I have to.
Nope.
I'm really thirsty.
I guarantee there's no way.
Zeph, put
All
this
right,
on.
wait,
The
I
mug's
gotta
a
be chug.
deal
Let me chug.
breaker.
Hot.
Can you drink mine too?
Oh, God. Wait,
Okay,
it's
all right,
really
fine.
hot.
Take the mug. I feel
Okay,
bad
what
now.
even is this?
Don't
Why
blame
does it
yourself.
taste so? What is it? Floral? What is this tea?
No, it's a tea made from flower leaves. Yeah, it's something. It's like an azalea, but it's golden.
It smells like perfume. I enjoy it.
It should. Some people take this and put it on them so that they can smell good. You should dip some in your hand and put it on you.
Is it?
Yeah, don't worry. No, it's too mean. I'm not gonna do that. That's awful.
Are you gonna pour it?
No, that's so.
You absolutely were gonna pour it on.
I was not gonna pour it
That's pretty
on you.
awful, Zeph.
Yeah,
You're
that's
kind of
I'm
mean.
not. I was definitely not. I just take a little dab. I just go pat on your cheek. All right. Take
Okay,
it
I'm
back.
ready.
I don't
I'm
want
ready to
any more.
go. Zeph's
Let's
being
get
too
outta here.
mean, trying to dump things on Janet.
No,
I'm not being
never
mean at all. I'm being
I
very
take
kind.
mine and I dip my fingers in and I.
Spritz me.
Yeah.
like a dog who's like.
Yeah. Spray bottle.
Is that like bares your teeth?
I'm ready for you to go too. He opens the door, reaches in, and pulls out a staff that's about 3 feet tall. If you were a gnome, this would be like a Gandalf staff. You'd use it and look all powerful. But for you, for all of you, it's like almost looks like a wand, an elongated wand. There are 2 gems on it.
Wow, what a cute wand!
Thank you. One at the top is green, and one at the top, or one at the middle is red. The red is the one that takes you there. It takes you to the danger. The green brings you back to safety. One of you is going to activate it when everybody else is touching it. So everybody grab it in a place that's not on the gem, and then one of you grasp the red gem. Remember,
I'll grab a red gem.
Oh, wait, remember what?
So we just get there.
in a flash, there's a bright. I couldn't be any happier with that.
I thought you meant we had to hold it and then
You idiot!
tell us to go. Instant.
Monolith! What the? Alright, no, I'm gonna wait till you.
There's a bright flash.
Yeah,
He was trying to tell us something.
It's
The flash, which normally a flash is something that gets incredibly bright and then dims quickly, as quickly as it brightens. But this flash is an explosion of light that doesn't go away. In fact, it seems to intensify. It gets so bright that you're squeezing your eyes shut and nothing can stop the painful brightness. And then all of a sudden, you feel your feet hit the ground. And it's an interesting sensation because you didn't know you weren't on the ground. You were so focused on trying to keep the light out of your brain. You hit the ground with a jarring thud, open your eyes, and you're shocked by the gray. You're shocked by the gray drab. The clouds are hanging at a low elevation. They're moving at a fast speed. There's not a lot of texture to them. And when you look around, the ground is littered with gray stone. These stones look like they're rising up out of the ground like teeth almost, worn over the years. There are places that you can walk in between them nice and easy, but going over them could be a little problematic because they're uneven, and a lot of them are slick. If there's any dampness to them, they become like walking on glass. Gray is the predominant color, but for every 100 gray stones that you see poking out, you see one that's got an amethyst purple color to it. If there was sunlight, you know that stone would catch the sunlight and refract the light, but there's not. It's just gray. Gray, dark, and the occasional little bit of purple.
Is it physically dark outside?
No, if you were picking a time, Janet Tammy would think this is one of those times in the winter after the harvest has been pulled and the winter clouds have come in and it's cold. It's not cold enough to need furs and special places to sleep, but it's uncomfortably cold if you're not prepared for it.
Out of curiosity, what's the time and elevation?
The time is 2:12. I'm going to convert it for you into our time.
Thank you.
2:12 in the afternoon. The elevation is at about 25 feet above sea level. You're not in an elevated mountain range. You're in a place that maybe several millennia ago was even underwater. As you scan the horizon and look in all directions, you see no sign of vegetation. You see no sign of skeletal remains of trees or anything like that. This seems to have been biologically dead for a long, long time.
I don't know if this is... Does it look like dirt on the ground? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it physically
Sure.
dirt?
This is something I would like you to picture because it's worth picturing. You're looking around for what might be miles around you, and you have boulders that are coming up out of the ground, and for you to walk, you've got to thread your way through these boulders. I would want you to pick one of those fancy, as a mental image, one of those fancy showers that's all rock, and you've got to walk like on the grout area because you could walk up and over the large boulders, but it's uncomfortable. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, like that. Except closer together with wider grout. Go for it.
I have a racial trait.
Yes, you do.
Allows you to walk on rock without any issues.
Yes, you do.
It's because you're a rock.
Monolith takes no penalties if there's any penalties later.
How stealthy should we be in this?
We have no idea what we're doing. We don't know where the dog is. We're Monolith.
Yeah?
What?
Here, doggy, doggy, doggy.
Oh, that's good.
No, I think this is the key.
No, that's
Here,
it.
doggy, doggy, doggy.
Now hold on a second.
Oh,
Maybe get on a rock first. Get on one of the rocks and then start doing it.
Maybe we don't want to attract attention to ourselves. Maybe that's a
Let
good
me see
idea.
if I know how to elevate my voice. Crank it.
Do you have...
I do not. Never mind.
Can I just
I think
conjure
probably
animals and conjure the animal?
Is this the new playtest material?
No.
This is your actual...
What is conjuring?
I was mostly a meme. I was memeing with you because I don't even have it like in my spells right now.
Then let me laugh along with your hilarious memes.
That was so funny,
What's that mean,
Parker.
Spellbound?
I love you.
Conjuring animals.
It was
Conjure
meme-tastic.
animals.
Oh, yeah. Remember to have everybody log in and say hi.
But on their individual phones, not on one big phone.
No, we don't want to artificially increase our numbers. Artificially increase our numbers.
Artificial. Can it be any?
Monolith.
Spirit. Face spirits.
Alright.
What's going on? Yeah?
Why'd you do that?
Listen, I wish I could say that it was on purpose, but I genuinely, he said touch the red gem, and I touched the red gem, and then
If he told you to jump off the bridge, would you do it?
Oh.
well, if he told me he was going to complete our mission, absolutely.
Here, do you want me to put the stick in my bag for now so we don't have to carry it?
Hey, wait. And this is a hilarious hypothetical. What if we press the green button, we went back right away, and he had a second stick?
Well,
What are
I
the
feel
odds
like
of
if
that?
he's using magical components, we might run out if we just keep doing it over and over.
No, for sure. Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to keep it in my bag?
Hey, Monolith, is
go
this
ahead, keep it in your
is this
bag.
the stone, the earth plane? You
Would
know
I-
anything about the earth plane?
Would I know that since I'm partially from there? I feel something from these rocks.
Roll a planar check.
Ooh, I get a +5 for that.
It's not really a thing.
No, I know. That was the joke.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's why you get +10.
Sorry.
I get +10?
cook your dice too long.
Oh, that's a crit fail, baby.
Yeah.
That's what you get for cooking it too long.
Guys, I
Roast it in the
cooked it
oven.
for like 4 seconds. What is too
You
long?
like cooked it for
No,
like,
you kept going like
you
this.
talk while you cook. It's so
It's
stressful.
not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna criticize how Grant handles his dice.
Handle however I want.
Everybody can handle their
I'm gonna
dice
call the
however they
police.
want.
The
This is child abuse.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
gonna call the police.
You can't handle other people's dice however you want, only your own.
Only
So-
your own.
Break
Do
the
I
law.
get to make a planar check? No, okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Monolith has no idea where he is.
It's an 11 since I got that plus 10.
I'm technically from a different plane, I guess, if you really think about it, you know? Secret.
I think before you guys get too crazy, you should just do a general perception.
Can I do a
roll,
perception
just for the
check?
world around you. Just
All of us?
Just the
Aw.
basics. Whoever thinks they want to look around.
Nat 1!
18.
Damn, these rolls are gonna suck today, huh?
Yeah, it's that
for
kind of
real.
day, for real.
Look, it's not my fault.
Nat 20, baby!
Yeah.
What do you have?
This
Three?
is the
I'd say
duality of
three.
man
I
right
got
here.
Duality,
four.
There are only 2 genders.
There are only two genders in that.
Nat 1 and
Nat
Nat
1
20.
and Nat 20.
18.
1,
You identify.
20, 18, 4. You guys
23.
have all averaged to like a 10.
Mm.
Oh, that's okay. Right there is a building.
Hello!
Hey!
It's about
Wow.
it's about a mile and a half away, which is why you wouldn't have noticed it at first. It almost seems like it looks like one of the stones sticking up. And if you look at it from a distance, you could almost imagine that it is made from the stones that are all around you. It would almost make sense. When you look at it, you get this sense, and again, this is from a pretty good distance, you get the sense that it is a religious type building, a shrine maybe, or something made to a particular deity or a god.
Can we tell which deity you're god?
From, I'd say from a mile and a half away, do a perception roll with disadvantage. No, we're going to make it a religion with disadvantage. That
Could I
makes
also-
way more sense.
We could just.
Yeah, but it was funnier.
7.
Oh, that's 6.
Mm. You
Guys!
get the sense that it's...
You hit Janet Tammy.
We all know those snap right in half. We saw what
Yeah.
happened.
Tristan, what have you become?
You monster.
Oh.
I think we all acknowledge that Tristan's not the bad person here.
No, I think you're going to prison.
Tristan's a good person.
The police are on their way.
FBI, I already called him.
I'm sorry.
More importantly, Janet Tammy has no idea which religion, if any, this particular structure was built to
Is that a building?
appease.
I think it is.
I can't even
building.
tell.
Yeah,
It's probably where we're supposed to go. Let's start walking.
All right.
Good thing we know nothing about it.
I mean, I guess it's not my fault. Maybe he was going to say, remember to tie your shoes. Who knows?
Yeah, well, are your shoes tied?
Yes.
Mine's not. Can everybody wait 1 second?
All right, wait,
please?
Yeah, sure.
Put your leg up.
Thank
You
Dad.
tie Janet Tammy's shoe.
Yes, I tied everything.
I
Do you not know
have
how to tie your
Velcro
shoes, Janet
shoes.
Tammy?
It fixes all of my
Yeah, I guess
shoe
it's
tying.
fantasy Velcro is pretty convenient.
It's pretty convenient.
I guess
I just got like 100 belts. Like I've got so many belts.
I'm going to make
The
fun
only
of you
thing
for that.
That's sad
Ah,
is I
you don't know how
have
to tie your
disadvantage to
shoes.
sneak.
Ah.
Oh, we're getting sprayed with water.
No,
Aw.
just you guys. I was just as long as there's one conversation, not two. I could have sprayed them, but they're so far away.
That's true.
But now I'm talking, and it's about spray instead of the story.
So we.
So you guys are doing great. Somebody talk. Keep your role playing up.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, let's
The kids
follow.
love
Yeah,
role
right
play.
behind you, Moz. You've got you. It's this looks to be the Earth plane, even if you can't tell for some reason.
I don't know.
You
I'm
guys
the worst rock ever.
You guys want to see
I'm
something
not
cool?
a rock.
Right
I want
behind
to
you,
see
buddy.
something cool.
I'll show you something cool, Angel.
You rock.
That was very good.
Yeah, that was.
Wow.
I don't
I feel like you
understand.
give me too
I
much
feel like
credit.
we're vibing today.
I feel like we're vibing.
I feel like
yeah,
you're missing
that.
some important grammatical words for that. You can't just say you rock. Like you are a rock. Or
I
like,
pick up a rock. Hey, do you think Wild is being rude right now? Like, I think it's really.
I pick up a rock. I'm like, hey, do you think that? And I throw it down.
Roll to attack.
What's my throwing? Do I get any bonus to throwing rocks since I am a rock, right?
Wow, we're gonna
Are
die
you
today.
throwing one
It's
of
an
your
unarmed
friends,
strike.
or are you throwing a regular rock?
Just a regular little like.
No, not with advantage.
Well, not advantage, but do I
No.
get like a plus 6? Unarmed strike. I'm unarmed.
Do you have advantage on? I mean, not advantage. Do you have
Proficiency with rock?
proficiency with non-standard weapons?
Ooh, no, definitely not. Oh, 16!
My AC is 16.
If it meets,
If
it
it
beats.
meets, it beats.
Yeah, see, hit me with a rock.
I did.
It just bounces
It's
off
a
for
D4 plus
advantage.
1.
It actually does a D4. It's so
It's an
tiny.
improvised weapon.
Oh, that was maximum.
You did 5 damage.
5 damage.
Oh, and there's like
So
a
did you just hit me in the
oh
fucking
my
face with a
God.
rock?
I mean, I wasn't aiming. I was just kind of like,
Is he
Tool.
You hit me as hard as you can with a rock. You just pelted me with a rock.
I guess I
5
did.
damage.
You
Monolith
can't-
doesn't even know his own
I
strength.
like that we've been warned over and over again about like make sure like you keep your health in check and stuff, and then Monolith just went and hit
No,
someone. Yes!
no, don't blame Monolith for him being bullied.
Alright, I'll blame Grant then.
Yeah,
No.
wow, get wrecked. Oh,
Don't blame
Kayla.
Brett for Monolith getting bullied.
Um,
Blame Zeph. Zeph brought this upon themselves.
Guys, you know what I like doing a lot?
Playing
Playing
D&D.
Playing D&D.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry,
that's
that
true.
one was on me. Y'all caught me slipping there.
No, you're good. It's
So
all usually great.
So I'm gonna take
Um.
I'm gonna take 5 points of damage to my health pool. Thank you,
That's
Grant, for the dangerous fight that's up ahead that I've been warned about.
I may have made a mistake. Is it supposed to just be? It's not a dice roll. Is it just your strength modifier?
Well, it depends if it's an improvised weapon or if it's unarmed strike. If it's an unarmed strike, it's just your strength modifier. An improvised weapon is 1d4 plus your strength
Is this a
modifier.
weapon? or
What's
I'm
your
just throwing
strength
a rock
modifier?
at you?
What's your
I
strength
mean,
modifier?
Mine? Plus 3.
We're going to split the difference on that and assume that Monolith pulled his punch a little bit, and instead of 7 points of damage, you ended up with the 5 that you got.
Dope. Awesome. Thanks for that one, Molly.
Are you gonna
Alright,
break his nose?
Can we get going now? Now that we're done making fun of me because I'm a rock?
You just did 5 points of damage to my face.
I don't know what
Break
that
his
means.
nose. Break his nose.
I'm not gonna break his nose.
What? You broke mine.
Yeah, but
He
that
only
was well
breaks the
deserved.
nose of people who are mean.
He threw a rock at you.
I was retaliating.
Guys,
Yeah,
You're
did
right,
that.
guys,
you're
I feel
right.
like we're a little.
Well,
Hey,
off
can
track.
you heal me?
Let's
please,
keep going. Let's
before we-
keep walking.
Before we get going, because now you have to blow a spell slot because somebody decided to.
Well, when you get a little more damage, make help. Nice.
Okay, I can't wait when we're in the middle of a fight and then I die by 5 HP.
Hey, if you die today, you
This
can
is
come back
super
and
meta,
haunt
guys.
me.
This is super meta.
Do you guys want to see a cool trick?
Yes.
I can turn my skin to bark. And I cast bark skin.
Why?
Because they're going after dogs. Woof!
Heyo.
It's the funniest thing
Heyo.
ever.
That's very
Ever.
good.
It raises my AC from 13 to 16.
Oh.
How
That's
long does
very
that
cool.
last? Because we still got like a mile to walk.
It's
Yeah.
also a concentration spell,
Is it? That's a weird one for concentration.
right?
Yeah, that is good.
Because you're gonna.
But it's okay, I'm just gonna use my fists. That was a joke, guys.
So we walk to the place.
Yes, please.
We're walking.
Walk us there.
I use my
Attempt
feature
to walk to the place.
Walk us there.
Oh, wait, wait,
force
wait.
us.
I'm gonna use
Railroad.
I use my ASMR feature to heal myself because nobody's gonna heal me apparently.
Describe that feature. Just educate the viewers in case they don't know.
Oh, of course, because we all know, right?
Right. Of
Yeah.
course.
Very
Yeah,
dull.
I know.
Yeah.
We stop that.
If you are an ASMR,
Yeah.
if you're an ASMR,
Tell us all about it.
well, you see, guys, once a day, if you're an ASMR, you are able to use the racial trait Healing Hands. Healing Hands, what it does is allows me to heal myself up to my current level of HP, meaning I heal 6 HP. However, I cannot again use the feature until a long rest.
Guys, we are missing out on a whole market. Like, let's switch to full-on ASMR. We can get our own
D&D
individual-
ASMR? That sounds like a good thing to fall asleep to.
It does.
Hey
'Cause, like,
guys,
the
it's
one-
your boy Monolith.
So I'm healed back to full HP, but I'm done now. Now I'm. That was almost it.
Tapping was requested.
Was it?
Tapping
Maybe,
was
can I,
requested.
maybe a little bit slower.
More
Wait, wait,
tapping,
wait.
please.
you gotta do the fast and then the quick. You know how the people like it.
Fast and then the quick.
You know. The
What else-
fast
what else are the
tapping
other
and
ones?
then the
It's
quick
just-
type.
More
it's just
scratching.
This is tapping, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guys,
There you go. We're doing it.
Does
guys.
anybody have any chips for
I missed when
Monolith?
we played D&D.
So I heal myself, and I don't have that ability anymore.
And we
until
walk to
get
the church,
to the
please.
thing.
I'm
So we
so
watch
sorry.
the church.
Force us to the church.
No, it's okay. I never used it anyway. So actually, I was like, here's a chance for you to save a spell slot if you use this thing I never used.
Yeah,
Over
we
the
don't have our
course
healers.
of about 3 hours,
Wow.
Oh wow.
you pick your way through rocks.
I spy with my little eye something gray. Sorry.
Is it a rock again?
Yeah, it's a rock.
The reason it takes so long is that as you walk, you trudge and stomp and walk with your head down, almost defeated just because the whole gray around you feels oppressive. And when you pick your head up and look to see how much closer you are, it doesn't seem any closer.
Oh.
And you think, well, that's odd, and you put your head down, you walk, trudge, step, and then pick your head up, hopeful that you'll notice a difference, and then again, no. This place is much further away than you thought. And it's starting to get to the point where you're not even sure if you're able to approach it.
Guys, I don't know if we can approach this building.
It's really not seeming like we're getting any closer.
Do you think it's magic, like a magic building?
Can buildings do that?
Why not?
I mean, I guess he can. The guy we just talked to brought us to a plane outside of our own and is willing to teleport an entire Zeppelin.
I still don't understand.
Don't worry about that. But like, I imagine it's possible. I've seen enough stuff now.
But then how do we get there?
Yeah, Monolith. How do we get there?
Why would I know, huh?
I'm saying we don't know because you pressed the button.
That is true.
I'm gonna throw a rock at it. Maybe it'll hit something.
Yeah, go for it. It seems to be what you're good at. Throwing rocks at people.
If I miss and I hit you, it was definitely not on purpose. And I'm throwing it not at Zeph, but at the church.
It's like 3 miles. It's like a mile.
Yeah, but maybe there's like a force field.
Rock sails through the air and clatters to the ground in a way that doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
Alright, so there's no magical force field we've been walking into or something.
Well, maybe just keep throwing it as we're walking.
Maybe. I mean, I could try, but I don't know if that's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I guess we just gotta keep walking.
Did we see anything? We didn't notice anything else, right? Where Angel didn't.
Hey, what if we like make markers to make sure we ain't walking in circles?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Here. I punch a boulder.
Okay.
What? Why?
Can I cast detect magic?
You said it, and
Oh,
you
that's a
didn't
good
say
one.
you weren't doing it.
Punched a boulder.
Do I have to roll? Or do I just punch a boulder?
You punched a boulder. We're not going to have you roll. The boulder's not moving. It's essentially
It's
prone.
Six bludgeoning damage?
Your hand does.
My hand does?
Takes bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, but the rock also takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. You rolled that? Or you see your strength modifier?
It's my, yeah.
Okay. The rock absorbs your blow.
Oh. Does it make a marker, though? Like a visible marker?
No.
Jimmy.
No, you're strong, but you punched a boulder.
Guys, that really hurt.
I
Yeah,
understand
what?
you're
Are you
strong,
okay?
but like that's an actual rock. What were you gonna do?
But Angel cast a cool spell. I don't know if you guys heard. Very convenient.
I'd
and
like
helpful.
to detect. I'd like to cast detect magic. I did it.
Look at that.
I said
Magic
the words.
user.
Is this a 10-minute build-up?
Trying to punch rocks.
You sit down for 10 minutes to make this happen?
Not a spell slot. Oh wait, I think I can cast it as a ritual though, and maybe preserving spell slots is kind of what I want to do.
So if you
Let me
take
look.
10 minutes
I
to cast it
can.
as
I
a
can
ritual,
cast it as a ritual spell. I would like to do that instead of using a spell slot, please.
I'm gonna use a rock.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna chill for a second and see what's going on and see if I can
Alright.
figure it out.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna
That was very
start
British
drawing
of me.
on this boulder with a rock.
I
It'll be a marker.
spy
No.
with my little eye something
Is it a rock?
I
gray.
swear.
Yeah, how'd you guess?
Jan Tammy, you said rock for the past hour and a half.
That's just what else am I? Okay.
I spy with my. I guess I'm not really doing. Never mind, I can't say this is what I'm doing.
I carve monolith sucks into the rock.
I carve. I'm saying it in Miles accent. I carve. Zeph. Zeph is a prick in the rock.
I carve what I said monolith sucks at sucking.
Does that mean
Because he's good. Because he's good at things.
that's real nice?
Surprisingly more nice.
Yours is
Wait, what did you write?
I wrote, Zeph is a prick at being a prick, meaning that you're bad at being a prick, which is
That
means you're good.
doesn't make any
I
sense.
don't
It means you're
understand.
No, but a prick at being a prick? That
Yeah,
That
you're-
just sounds mean.
You're bad at being a prick, which
but
is
that's
like,
not what prick even means,
That
though.
just sounds like you're being mean to Zeph. Why
Yeah,
would
Why
you
you always taking Zeph's side? We've been together for such a long time, and you're over here backing up Zeph.
Zeph, that's so mean. Why would you write that about Monolith?
I literally wrote something kind about Monolith.
She did write something kind.
I don't know what you want me to do.
I just want you to stop backing Zeph up all the time.
It's just Zeph's got a lot of good points.
I don't know about that. They bullied me and they broke Angel's nose.
Well, I mean, whose fault is it that we're here without any instructions?
And I mean, no offense to Angel, but I mean, she did ask him not to use magic on her. So.
Remember that? That's very clearly spelled out.
I just remember spending more time with you. And it seems like... it's
So,
all
Angel, how's the
forgotten.
spell?
I'm sorry,
Work
Monolith,
it
I didn't
on
mean
it.
anything by it. I just, I can't tell if you're joking or not, Monolith. I can't. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm gonna go to the other side of the boulder now.
This sad dramatic music starts to play.
Oh,
Cuts back to Monolith and him tanning.
And it starts raining.
I
Only
draw
on
a
Monolith's
picture.
side.
I draw a picture of me
You could-
and some friends that I made up.
You're
And
going through a
little hearts,
scrapbook.
so
It's just pictures of them, like, stabbing various monsters.
Yeah.
One time
Monolith's
Monolith
covered in
killed
blood.
their party member.
Yeah, that one time you beheaded Valandril.
It's just Monolith
Valandril
holding
was his
Valandril's
name.
head.
Valandril was
I
his
can't
name.
remember.
Monolith doesn't enjoy that.
There's like 8 photos of Monolith
He's
vomiting.
like vomiting.
Yeah, there's like...
There's like a every best of rock jokes complicated part.
I don't think that
Somehow there's a photo of Zeph talking to that rock like 2 minutes ago.
for there to be a best of rock joke compilation, there would have had to have been a good rock joke,
Wow.
which there wasn't.
So all of them.
Well,
So
agree to disagree.
So how's Angel's spell going?
How's my spell going?
10 minutes.
Well, the
Happy
10 minutes for that
Friday,
ritual has
guys.
passed.
Yes.
And at the end of it, you are. What you do with Detect Magic is you give your eyes a chance to see what other eyes can't see. And that's where the weave of magic itself intersects and becomes a powerful, tangible source in this realm. You don't see anything around you that triggers that except the building itself, which gives off a gray purplish glow.
Oh. Does Detect Magic let you know what school of magic it is? I don't remember.
If you see sense magic in this way, you can use your action to paint aura around any visible magic.
And you learn the school of magic, if any. So you learn the school.
Can I learn the school of magic, please?
If any.
If any.
If any.
Nothing that you recognize prepared you for this particular trigger on Detect Magic.
Ah,
This building has a purplish aura. A gray purplish aura.
Are you like a psychic?
I am. I opened my third eye to see that.
That's pretty impressive.
You guys want hand readings? Actually, maybe later. It's a good time to pass. Good way to pass time.
Yeah, let's just keep heading towards this building until we eventually get there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll work this time. Just keep on carving stuff into the rocks as we walk by.
Can I? Just kidding, I don't have it. Does anyone have arrows?
I have
Monolith
crossbow bolts.
does.
Does that count?
Do you want to start? Maybe we could try sticking them in the ground and see. Well, you said we should mark. Never mind, you already marked things, didn't you? I didn't
gonna
notice that
use-
because I was doing the ritual spell. But this is very funny stuff you guys done.
Yeah,
here,
no, I'm
so-
gonna-
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
good. Monolith's
very
being
good.
very mean. I don't know if you noticed.
You were being mean first. I thought you were being mean, and then I panicked. It's not my fault.
We're really missing a kind energy without Casey, huh?
Yeah, what happened to us?
Everything seems a
You know,
little
Monolith, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Monolith.
Yeah, I'm sorry as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Zeph.
All
My
right,
apologies.
I put my hand. All right. Let's bury the hatchet.
I
Alright.
agree. I don't have a hatchet.
Oh, I think I might.
I think it was.
No,
Let's
it's
try
all
and
right.
keep
All right.
walking.
Let's keep
Okay,
going.
let's keep going. Yeah.
Keep
All
marking
right.
boulders by drawing on as we walk past.
Yeah.
You know, if I could fly, I would really use it right now.
Thanks for the.
You can be a fish.
Your party
That's so fun.
is starting to feel a little bit tired, not like fatigue points or anything, but you're just starting to feel the wear and tear of walking for now what seems like hours. Zeph, check your watch.
I check my watch.
2:24.
Same time?
No,
wait.
Been about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been about 10 minutes.
12 minutes.
Only?
It seems like hours, and you guys are worn. Like, you're tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. Do you want to go to bed?
How long have we been walking?
10 minutes.
What?
Excuse me?
10 minutes?
I mean, I checked my watch when we first walked to the plane.
Is it broken?
No, I don't think it's. I mean, time. I mean, it's still going. And elevation remains the same.
Yep.
I walk on top of a rock. It goes up by like a foot or two.
It doesn't, because the elevation on this shows in increments of 5. It doesn't really click in between.
Right.
I'll bet if you
Jump
either
over
went up or down further, it'd register. Or
I
you'd
jump
be able to-
really high.
and then fall.
Oh, it's not how that tool works. We can talk about magical
I throw the watch up.
magic missiles. Okay.
No, I don't throw the watch.
The watch.
I absolutely don't throw the watch.
No!
You were gonna catch it. You just wouldn't be able to see what it said when it was
No,
up
of
there.
course. Yeah, no, yeah.
Have you seen the Malcolm in the Middle bit where Dewey puts his head on the scale? He's like, I wonder how much my head weighs. 0. 0. 0. Good show.
So, there's like magical distortion, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
Can somebody dispel magic? I don't know if that works.
Well, I mean, it's like the whole plane is magic. I don't think I can dispel the whole plane.
Yeah,
with
but
magic.
Angel said that it was just the building that was colorful.
Well,
Maybe the building's running away from us.
What if we just call
Magically.
the dog from here?
I tried that, and y'all laughed at me.
I didn't
I didn't laugh.
suggested you could climb
I
on
said it
bigger
was
rock.
a bad idea.
You're right. I climb on a bigger rock and I start calling the dog.
Meffy.
Methy! Yeah, boy.
Not methy.
It's not Methy?
Not methy.
Meth.
No, Meffy.
Methy.
With an F.
That's what I thought, but I also thought I heard you call it meth earlier, and I.
Mesothelioma.
Or
is
Mr.
his
Wrinkles. Mr. Wrinkles.
If you
is
ever
awesome.
think you hear me call a dog methy, you heard me wrong.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a whack name.
Hey, Quaalude, what are you doing? What's up, heroin?
Oxycontin, get over here. Come on,
little-
Oxy.
Just a
What's
side
up?
note, we don't support the use of drugs on this show.
Nope.
No drugs.
None. We're drug free and
No, we just don't support it.
yeah, no.
You
We don't support
you
it,
pay for
whether
your
we-
own drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
whether
exactly.
we are or are not on drugs at this very moment is
Up for debate.
to be determined.
So okay, so we're barely moving,
I'm
right?
popping that.
Even though hours seem to be passing.
Yeah.
Well, we were in the midst of you were calling not methy but meth
Oh,
or
wow.
Mr. Wrinkles.
Yes.
You were
Mr.
up on a rock and you were projecting your voice.
Yes.
And you yelled
Methy.
methy. The clouds that are racing at their low elevation in a direction across the sky don't change speed, but seem to swirl a little bit and then continue on their way.
I don't think it works.
Did we notice that?
Yeah, did
All
I
of us?
notice that?
I would, yes.
I
I would
like
say you
that.
would look up and see that because the wind around you shifted a little and then continued on.
Methy!
No, I really don't like that.
No, well, I'm gonna try it anyway.
Methy! I also climb on the rock and start screaming.
Mr. Wrinkles!
The wind shifts again, but a little more strongly.
Guys, I really don't like
Yeah,
that.
so I'll get on the rock and scream.
I get on
Yes.
the rock.
It's already happened. The clouds at a low elevation have begun to spin. Instead of racing across the sky, are now swirling above you.
There's this thing there.
And I'm not sure if you've felt what it's like when a tornado is approaching or some very low pressure kind of a disturbance. You feel this low pressure all around you. There's a silence, and then there's a pop. And you find yourself standing at the very front of the building that you've been walking towards.
Oh.
It's 15 feet towering above you, and you're standing in front of two black iron doors and, a series of steps that would take you up to those iron doors. The ground around you is exactly like what you've been traveling through for the last 3 hours or so. At least that's how it seemed. The structure itself does seem to be made out of those stones. The roof is made out of what looks like tiles that maybe were cut from that very same rock. No way to see inside. There aren't windows from the outside, but you are close enough to see a lot of the ornamentation and some of the runes carved in the side. And I would have everybody up close with we'll do a religion check.
I love religion.
Bad at that.
I was really excited to fight the tornado.
Me too. You look so excited.
I was so excited.
I could see you gearing up
14.
mentally.
It's like when I went to therapy
6.
because I was afraid of tornadoes. I was very excited for this to come full circle. But it's fine.
I got an 18.
Oh wow.
18, 16, 4, and...
Oh, I
10.
lied.
Very average.
13.
Okay.
Apparently a -1.
Well, then
I have
this
a
is...
+2.
This is not obscure enough for it to be a high DC. Most of you are familiar with the Raven Queen. This is the goddess of death. This is she who sees your soul from where it is now off into the afterlife.
Oh my god, is this guy asking us to rob his dog back from death?
I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
I'm going to
This is
cry.
very exciting. I'm sorry.
Tears
My
well up in my eyes
God.
when you
What
said
we do
that.
wrong? Christ. Thank you.
I need to not do that.
Cry.
Even though you don't have any kind of combat looking you right in the face, I am going to go get the map that I just happened to have for this. If we could make a little map.
If you start real crying, I'll start real dying.
Yes.
I'm really upset that my media is probably just sitting in my mailbox, and I was just
That's
stubborn.
really sad.
Well, I had reasons.
Minnie!
That's
Because I've
Right
been getting
there.
this
You
text for
deserve
like
inspiration for
5
that.
days or something.
I think so too, but I mean, you have to convince Jason, you know?
Oh, this is my gum.
Jason. Can we give Tristan inspiration for this hat? And then also me inspiration because I brought the hat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Kayla gets 2 inspirations.
Can we?
You're asking me, but you're the bard.
Thanks.
You
we
just
hang
you
this
just
on
give
the-
inspiration.
Can I get DM inspiration?
Can we hang this
No,
on the
I don't want
wall
DM
behind
inspiration.
us?
Yeah, I want DM inspiration.
Y'all are greedy, and you should be appreciative for what you have, and not for what
It is-
someone could
Tis the
give.
season for
Not for what
being
someone could
thankful
give
for
you.
what you
Right.
have.
Hey, remember when
Yes.
he hit me with a rock?
It's Thanksgiving, and it's time to be thankful, guys.
Remember when he hit me with a rock?
Shut the fuck up. I need to get some fucking inspiration by being nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So it's time to be
Yeah, and kind.
and
Can I
kind.
push the camera back a little, Zoe? Would that ruin things?
Yes.
You can't really see the.
I'll die.
It's important you see the little Santa hats.
There we go.
how's
There's
I'm
Santa
gonna- I'm
hats.
gonna
I
put it
didn't.
like
I don't
this.
know why I didn't
That's
notice
okay.
that. I've been watching.
I
them wear
literally
it.
wore it twice this week.
I know.
That's
I
so
saw it,
funny.
and the Santa hats didn't
Oh,
register.
neat.
I was just like,
We
oh,
need-
turkey hat.
we need
Now you can
two
have
more-
it slightly in frame the whole
We
time.
need an angel and we need a monolith.
We need Dabalith,
Oh, there.
I've been thrown in the castle.
my dabby
you.
boy.
Okay. You got Dabalith. Which one is representative of Angel again?
The one with the braid.
The Justin Bieber duck.
Justin Bieber duck.
And we're right
There,
there.
forever ago, someone showed me a little miniature rubber duck that was like Justin Bieber, and that's Angel's true essence. Which one's? Oh, the one not dabbing.
Yeah, the one that's dabbing.
The one not like.
Whichever
honest,
one
I
is
kinda
not
gave him-
Dabalith.
I kind of gave him a similar positioning. I'll be honest. His arm positions are kind of the same.
Here's always forever dapple.
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Nope, not yet.
No, we're
The
just
4 of
chilling.
you find yourself at the front door of what looks like an acropolis, but something that the followers of the Raven Queen might call a necropolis.
The runes, do I understand their meaning, or are they just indicating this is the Temple of the Raven Queen?
Mostly just ancient languages that are either talking about death and passing, or the symbols that are associated with the Raven Queen.
Guys, it worked.
I will tell you also that who rolled the highest?
I rolled 18.
Yeah, and that stands to reason. Zephaniah knows that the Raven Queen does not show her face in the world. She does not bother with mortals. She does not bother even with the dead. She's very impartial and cares very little. It's 1 in a million souls get plucked out of the sea as they pass over to their final resting place and get utilized by the Raven Queen. It's not standard. You don't expect to see her And you don't.
And she's not going to smite us like as we're walking.
No, she doesn't have time for that. She's not.
She doesn't do the smiting personally these days.
Generally, no.
That's the thing with gods is it's always what's the word I'm looking for? Outsourced. All the work, you know.
They're really good at delegation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when do I get to get smote by a god in person these days? Never.
Yeah. They don't like to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, that's
so
what
selfish.
it is. It's just like they don't appreciate where they came from.
Are there any like windows or anything?
Not a single window. The stairs in front of you are thin, tiny little stairs. They each step takes you up a little bit. If you walk up them, you almost feel uncomfortable. The steps are not. The steps are almost made so that you feel uneasy as you climb them.
And there's the iron doors, right?
Yep. 2 big black iron doors that are held shut.
Great, dope, awesome.
Should I knock?
No.
I'm a little concerned as to what that will do. But
Maybe Monolith should, do his thing. Take a look around.
I mean, guys, I
My
don't mean
thing.
to alarm everybody, but we just kind of appeared here out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
also,
do you think they
that
know
was
we're here already?
extremely
I
dangerous.
feel like, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, you're pretty sneaky.
I should mention that after that pop occurred and you guys did show up here, nothing else changed. You still have clouds, gray clouds at a low elevation swirling
what time
above you
is it?
slowly. 2:29.
So 3 minutes have passed.
Very, very slow passage of time. The wind that's buffeting you is not a warm breeze, but it's not cold either. It's like the exhale of a breath on you.
Huh.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna go try the door.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? I'll stand back here.
Okay, I'll do it.
We kept trying to call the dog.
I'm gonna.
No, maybe open the door. I feel like if we call the dog, maybe it'll pull us back. That would be bad.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Grab the door.
You don't find any kind of a handle or anything that looks like you grab or pull.
Try pushing.
But you do see a couple of panels that look flat and worn as if they've been pushed a lot. And as you apply any amount of pressure, the doors swing open almost on their own.
Oh, wow.
The little bit of effort that you pushed into
You
them
did
was
it.
enough energy to swing them open.
I did it. I solved the puzzle.
These don't seem to be locked. They seem to be just the standard doors on the type of shrine that people would walk in countless times a day over an eternity.
I guess this is it.
Yeah, let's just give it a look. The dog definitely.
Monolith.
You guys know
was
what this
the-
is, right? Like what this kind of place is.
Dark.
I mean, I
Staring
kinda.
a little bit.
I'm pretty sure this is like where souls end up,
Like dead things?
like dead ones.
Like a
Oh.
cemetery.
No,
Are we
this
rescuing a ghost dog?
I think we're like dead things that have died and their spirits are here.
Is that what
Right?
he meant by some of us might die? We're just
We
like,
are literally walking into a hall of the dead, I
Yeah.
guess.
Is it
So
dark?
hopefully we
Monolith,
can be
who's
ghosts.
standing in the standing where the 2 open doors were,
Mhm.
is looking inside. And even though it's under a roof and inside thick walls, the lighting on the inside seems exactly like the lighting on the outside, as if the roof above is not blocking out all of the light that you guys were getting from the exterior. And yet, you certainly can't see the sky. You are certainly looking inside a room. And it is almost completely empty, except at the very far end where you see what looks to be a large altar and 2 statues on either side of it. Jen and Tammy, could you reach forward and peel off the first portion of the roof? It's taped, you might need 2 hands.
I'm just saying there's a natural order to things, and there's those out there who don't take kindly to it being disturbed.
Yeah, I have a feeling this. When he said one of us might die, I kind of believe him a bit more now. This is rather dangerous.
I just can't see us turning around.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We gotta go through with it. Obviously, people are gonna be upset, but we'll just stab them.
These are the 2 statues that are on the pedestals. They are not moving at all. They are solid, and they look exactly like the pedestals that they're made on.
Nobody
And
asked if they were
just
Jason.
because there's a miniature that represents the statue does not mean it's going to come. You know
Hey,
what? I'm
Jason,
going to make
Jason.
you a promise. I'm going to make you a promise. Those 2 statues right there are not going to harm you.
I don't believe you.
I said it. I do not lie. I do not break my promises.
He told me when I was younger to never make promises with him.
No, I said that you can always trust me when I'm making a promise. I'm only kidding. I'm not going to promise a joke.
No. You said never promise anything because you might have to break that promise.
Oh, yeah, it's best not to promise. And so I am promising. That's how serious I am.
Wow.
Those statues are not
Your
going to
fingers
harm
are
you.
crossed behind that DM.
I'm looking for like I'm trying to figure out.
Toes, like
There's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
wordplay
go up
here.
and punch
Those
a
statues
statue.
are not going to harm you.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I wanna take
You do
6
need to
foot
stand
in.
yourself up right in the 5-foot doorway.
Oh, I didn't walk up there.
I'm up with
There's
them.
one person standing in, and the rest of you are outside on the patio.
That's me.
On the
Dabolith
porch.
is on the porch.
Did you go up with us or were you
What?
with Zeph?
Y'all are like
I was
here.
probably with Zeph.
Because I definitely stood next to you.
Y'all are here. And
I just wanted to stand on the record that I think it's a terrible idea, and I would rather
What are the options, Zeph? What else we gonna do?
I go somewhere else. Fuck this.
It's too late now.
What if
We're here.
we went to Fantasy Petco and we just found a dog?
We
that-
just grab a dog.
We just got a dog that looked
You got the picture,
like
right?
Mephi.
I'm afraid that
That's
since
dumb.
we don't have the armor that the mage man is
We'll just say
actually
they took the
attached
armor.
to.
Yeah, what about
Took
that?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Let's just go. How about that? How about we just
All right,
continue?
fine.
Alright, you know
all right.
what?
I just want to say it was nice knowing you. Like, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no. If we die, we die.
Guys, let's just go.
At least we're already here. If we die here, we don't got very much farther to go.
Okay, that's really morbid.
I mean,
Really
come
not
on.
very encouraging.
All right.
All right, fine.
You enter the Temple of the Raven Queen.
And die instantly. Great.
Nothing seems to change. And even though I usually like to go on break with a little bit more of a cliffhanger, we're going to go take about a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back.
We'll
And then we'll see what exactly those statues are going to do to those poor... I'm just kidding. I promise the statues
I
will
don't
not...
Promise.
believe
And I don't
you.
believe you
Absolutely
for a
don't
second.
believe you.
But I promised you, those statues will not hurt you.
I don't believe you even a little bit.
Yeah, pinky promise it. Or we pinky promise it.
Wow. When you cross your heart,
Why
can you
would
cross
I
your heart?
even? I have no reason to make
Alright.
up fibs.
No, I still don't believe you.
At all.
Never trust him. Never.
Never
That
trust
seems
the
a little
DM.
rude. Never trust the DM. I
Never
believe
trust
that.
the DM.
DMs are their only purpose is to
I'm out of here.
You're standing in
Oh,
the
you
middle
think so?
of a
Interesting.
large, echoey hall. Every time you take a footstep, even a light shuffle echoes. Now that you're all stopped right in the very center, you almost sense your heartbeats echoing off the walls in this room,
Awesome.
as if they're not accustomed to hearing such things.
I was about to say, but they're probably not accustomed to hearing heartbeats.
The statues in front of you do nothing because they're statues.
Wow.
You're a tool.
I
touched one of the statues. Gently.
Which one?
The one on the right. My right, your left. That's not baby did my right, his left.
I put it there and then you corrected me.
I didn't. I did not correct you.
Ooh, roasted.
They just kept describing.
Yeah.
Well, you should have just been like, yep, perfect. Because I'm obviously incapable of direction.
or Tristan's incapable of explaining.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
I'm
on
a-
Parker. I'm on Tristan's side.
Okay, Park.
As soon as Zephaniah touches the statue, it and the other statue vanish in a puff of gray. The gray mist floats away, and standing in their place are,
I guess you were technically
are
right.
these two non-statues.
I hate you. The
Zeph!
technicality is lame. Oh.
I mean, I'm not making this up. It was sitting in the chest of paint over here, so everything that's coming is... Oh, gosh!
You probably close it. I saw that Hell Beast.
You didn't see anything.
That T-Rex.
Yeah.
Hello?
Fight a T-Rex again.
Speaking of which, our friend Atros Miniatures that painted the T-Rex that we gave away on our stream painted a clockwork dragon,
That's so fucking dope.
which I just want to own. I don't even want to like necessarily plan a story around it. I just want to own the clockwork dragon. It is beautiful.
Is it on their Instagram?
I think you can catch it on the Scattered Rollers. I bet Atris put it up there too. But all you have to do is donate. I think they ask for a $10 minimum, and you get entered into their drawings. And they're giving away some really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend going.
donate.
Highly recommend dropping off. It should be 10 a day, so that you can. Hey, somebody just put some bits in there. Who did that? I can't read those names.
Thank you.
Alu202.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, appreciate that.
That's a new name.
That is a
That's
new
a
name.
new.
Thank you, new friend.
They've
Thank
been here
you.
since I think the beginning of the stream too.
Nice.
Well, welcome.
Well, heck, thank you.
Glad to have you.
Was that the person that followed us?
No.
I think.
Oh, okay. It's hard to keep all of our new friends separate and straight in our heads, but we're working on it.
We love you and you're valid.
Oh, 100%.
I personally love you. You can contact me at any hour, and I'll be
I'm
there.
in love with you.
I professionally
Not
love you.
like in a weird way, but like in like
Wow,
a.
this is getting
If you
dramatic.
ask me
We're
to,
just-
Sorry,
I-
Greg.
Will you marry me?
And I'm sorry, Parker, but
You know,
me and Kayla are both
in this day and
enamored
age,
with this.
I'm okay with it.
I appreciate that.
Just as long as, you know.
I'll give you a
you're
kidney.
happy.
Love me
I'll-
more than them.
No, I'll give you both my kidneys. I'll kill myself.
I give you my lungs. I don't even need those.
I'll give my heart.
Because you've taken my breath away.
I'll give you.
Aww.
All right.
I'm out. I tap out. I can't keep up.
What a
I
vomit.
thought I was a poet, but apparently I'm just a poser.
Oh, that's right. Get out.
So are we
Whoa,
rolling
whoa, whoa,
initiative,
whoa.
or are we gonna speak to these kindly specters?
Hi, my name is Janet Tammy Woods.
Nice to death touch. Hi, my name is Janet.
I'm really excited to fight these things.
Me too.
You should be. Roll for initiative.
Hell
Here
yeah!
it comes.
Oh my gosh.
Ring.
You do have a ring.
That's beautiful.
That's pretty good.
I didn't cook it. Oh, I didn't cook it. I got an 18. Plus
See?
7.
And then plus 3? Plus 2?
Oh,
Plus
Dexter,
two?
sorry, plus 2.
It's just like the lady hitting on the bus door.
Just like these guys.
We're just a Vine reference stream. Do you ever think about that?
I try.
Yeah.
I do think about it. I'm like, is that who we are? I guess. Yeah.
The statues were replaced with specters, ghostly figures who are draped in a black cloth that seems to float off of them as if they're floating underwater. Where you would see a face, you see nothing but darkness, a hood that obscures and shadows, but not so much that you shouldn't be able to see something. There must be something else stopping you from seeing the face. But whatever the case may be, 20 to 25?
22.
Oh, I didn't actually calculate mine. 25.
Jesus. I mean,
Wow, really had to outshine.
some other god. I don't know.
15 to 20?
19?
Wow, you guys are banging today.
We were all very suspicious.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yes. Yeah, I don't believe.
The statues didn't attack you. Something in the statue attacked you.
10 to 15?
13.
13.
Lucky number 13.
Very lucky.
unlucky.
I know, but
No,
like
it's
in
lucky.
elementary school, an announcer said that every day, lucky number 13, while she was calling buses.
Nice.
So it's in my head that that's a lucky number.
Lucky 13. That's a Love, Death, and Robots.
Cool.
Let's see, I've got all four of you in initiative.
That's right.
Thanks for that.
Fuck you,
Grant.
Grant.
No, you say it back. I'm harder. Don't even acknowledge it. Thanks, Grant.
I'm sure it's really good.
Yeah, Grant. I'm sure it's cool.
And thank you for sharing.
So,
The very first person to act is going to be Monolith. Monolith,
Monolith.
while you were not the one who touched, and you are not directly in range, you were the first one to react when the gray, purplish smoke dissipates. What do you do?
Well, Todd, I think I'm gonna get a new car.
It's a bold.
A new Kia Soul.
Take it
Sponsored
back,
by
please.
Kia Soul.
Oh, I wish.
Just
Okay, I'm gonna-
I would
the
kill for
summer
Kia
Kia.
Soul.
I'm going to 5, 10, 15.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's find Let's go ahead and short sword sneak attack, baby. Here comes attack number one.
It's a ghost, Grant. No, stab it. Go ahead. It's a ghost. Stab the ghost with your sword.
That would be a dirty 20.
That hits.
The ghost.
It does hit the ghost, you prick. Should I roll my damage now?
You should.
Okay.
Look at his face. Look at his face while you do this.
It's 11 damage, supposedly. I do have to roll my sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
How'd you get 11 damage? That's really on a.
I rolled max. 6 plus 5. I maxed that bench out.
That bench.
Here comes my supposedly.
What's the weapon you used the first time?
Short sword.
All right, what do you do the second time?
I
Oh,
haven't
you do a
swung yet.
sneak
I'm
attack.
using my sneak attack. I'm rolling that first. That would be 8 sneak attack damage.
Why do you get sneak attack?
Because I'm alone with him. Because it's
As a swashbuckler, when he's dueling a target, he gets it as well.
Swashbuckler. All right, rock on.
and then I'm going to make my second attack,
Write
which
it down.
which will supposedly hit. That's not plus 8. It's just plus my proficiency when I.
Yes,
I roll a
not
second?
your stat, just your proficiencies.
Okay, so that's 12.
As your second shot finds its way home, the fabric that encompasses these ethereal spirits rips. Torn, it flutters a little faster than the rest of its cloak because you've added some energy to it.
Okay.
And damage was done not only to the clothing, but based on some of the sounds that are coming from the face area, you might have even damaged it.
Might have.
You might have damaged it.
If they bled, might even call it bloodied.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
wow.
impressive.
Oh, okay.
Could I use a bonus action to get away from this thing?
I think you can always disengage with a bonus action.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and use the rest of my movement.
I mean, your swashbuckler thing wasn't a bonus action, right?
No.
No,
That's just part of
that's
your
just part
being
of
a
it.
swashbuckler.
Yeah, whenever you hit somebody, you can actually just run away.
All right, there we
You're
go.
a you're a
back.
buckly swash.
I'm a buckle swash.
If you had a gun in one hand, you could back off and shoot him.
That's true, but I only have a crossbow.
And you don't know what it is.
No, I have a crossbow.
You don't know what a gun is.
You
I
know
don't
what a
know
gun
what a gun
is.
is. I do have a gun, just don't know what it is.
Well,
Zephaniah,
you
you
know.
find yourself in front of a terrifying figure that you didn't expect to see, or maybe you did.
Definitely did.
In either case, it's standing there, and it's your turn to decide how you'd like to act.
I'm gonna headbutt the ghost. I'm just kidding. That'd be sick, though.
You get the pedestal.
Can I curse the souls of the cursed?
Janet Tammy, you're on deck.
Hell yeah, baby.
If you want
I'm
to
just
yourself.
gonna hit him, I guess. Like that just seems like the most reasonable and rational thing to do in this sort of situation.
With your fist?
No, I'm gonna summon a greatsword.
You're going to punch him with your sword?
Yeah, wait. Why are we talking about punching?
I thought you said the word punch.
I said I was gonna headbutt him. Just kidding. Then I said I'm gonna hit him. Did I say punch? I might have said punch. I don't remember.
In any case,
I'm gonna hit him with a
you've
sword.
got a sword
anyway.
now.
I've
in
got
your
a
hand.
sword now, and
You
it's
got summoned.
and
punch
it's
him with a
sword
blade.
time. Is what I'm saying. Well, it might not be sword time. That's 4 plus 3. That's 13. Is that sword time?
That is exactly sword time.
Oh, it's exactly sword time. Okay, so I'm introducing this pointy end of my sword to the face hole of the ghost.
Oh yeah,
It's a.
awesome.
Fuck off! I'm doing my best. You can't make fun of me.
Do better.
Oh wow, that was a good one. That's an 11 plus 4 plus 1. So that's 16, 17. Right? That's because I got 6 and 5, which is 11, plus 4, which is 15, plus 1, which is 16. Yep.
I was just going to go with whatever you said because
15
I trust
damage.
you to add it up.
15.
That sounds different than what you said at first. but
And it's 16. Sorry, it's 16. It's 16.
Final answer.
It's 16.
Okay.
It's 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1.
Why? Why all this adding?
Because it's 2d6.
So much.
This is storytelling
Wouldn't that
with math.
be 14?
No, it's 5 plus 6,
16
which is
it
11
is.
plus 4.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is it still alive? Well, you know what I mean. Not like alive, but like...
The thing in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hit it again.
It still seems to be...
I'm going to hit it a second time. With me sword. That time definitely hits. It's like a 20-something.
20-something's definitely hit.
Probably hits. Well, that was just as good as last time. It's the same amount of damage. Whatever I just did, 16, so 16 again. That was really good rolls on my part, actually. A 16.
At 32 points of damage, you are now facing a enemy that is not doing well.
Nice.
Injured, bloodied.
Can I tell?
So far I said bloodied.
Does it shriek horribly? Or it give me a signal that it's hurt?
The thing that gives you the most indication that you did damage is you took the sword and you plunged it into its face hole.
Nice.
And when you did that, it seemed to shock like it was in a high tension power line.
Nice.
And when you withdrew it, it slumped, but not all the way to the floor. It let you know that it wasn't done fighting, but it wasn't doing so well.
Also, I don't know if this matters, but I should have clarified that I did magic damage to it. Not physical.
Okay.
Okay. That's all. That's the whole
I did slashing damage. In case it matters.
Why are you such a dick?
Yeah, Garen, what's your fucking gas?
What do you mean? I'm not mean!
Garen, are you okay?
This is just Grant fighting back.
Jane Tammy,
He's got sick of being the one who gets made fun of all the time.
Jane Tammy, it's on you, and Angel, you're going to be up right after that.
I'm excited.
Jan Tammy's just gonna be like, one time I punched a ghost and it disappeared while I was wearing this ring. Bum, 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 bum,
Cool! What? Do you have a
You punched it with the ghost ring?
You have a ghost ring?
Roll to attack.
Do you have a ring of ghost killing?
Use your roll attack.
Parker?
I got a nat 20.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You punch the specter, and it is knocked back about half a square. And right when the fist punches into it, another spirit erupts from the ring that you're wearing. It stands about 6 feet taller than the other two that you're fighting, and it shrieks. And both of the two specters that you've been fighting shrink about a foot and back up, but to no avail. They're not going anywhere. The spirit that burst out of Janet Tammy's ring opens its mouth, which gets bigger and bigger. It devours both of the specters and then disappears back into Janet Tammy's ring. And you are standing in a completely empty hall.
Well,
What?
Janet,
What?
that didn't happen last time.
What are you talking about last time? What is that?
I
What?
wasn't even conscious last time.
That's true. I don't know what that is. You just told me stories.
Hello? Hey, what's up? What's going on?
One time, there was this ghost that I punched while wearing this ring, and the ghost disappeared. And so, in my mind, I was like, okay, if I punch a ghost again, right, it'll disappear. But another ghost came out and then ate the other
Is that the
ghost?
original ghost?
It looked exactly like the one that you'd fought before, but it seemed larger.
Yes, but bigger?
Okay, you gotta stop punching ghosts into that then, because it's
I mean,
getting like
this is the
you're
first
making like a
time.
mega ghost.
Well, maybe he ate the ghost that we were trying to
Okay,
fight.
but what if he keeps eating ghosts and he becomes a mega ghost and he's like, what'd be cool is I possess Janet Tammy and her body's mine now. Because you're wearing an evil ring.
I
instead
don't
of
know.
an
I
evil
think that's a little pessimistic. I kind of like this thing. Just keep going with that.
I mean,
the ghost seemed to
It
fight
worked.
for her, though. So,
it ate it ate him.
I don't see what you're talking about. There's no possible way that this ring could have negative repercussions.
I want to write that because okay, Angel, can you write that down real quick? There's no possible way this ring could have negative repercussions.
Yep, nope.
Yeah. Note from Monolith. There's no way this ring could have negative repercussions. In a year from now, when we have to kill Janet Tammy because she's an evil ghost, I just want to recall back to this.
I don't want to be an evil ghost. I mean, maybe a nice ghost.
Passive perception check, please.
Passive
You're just reading off a paper, not rolling
11.
anything.
10.
17.
13.
What is yours?
You guys are arguing about how hard it's going to be to deal with Janet Tammy when she's an evil ghost, and Monolith's ears perk up, and he hears what is undoubtedly the sound of puppies. Not a dog, but smaller, yippier puppy sounds. And they seem to be coming from behind the door that's behind the altar that you guys are all standing in front of.
It's all a ruse. You're actually just about to bring out a bunch of puppies for us to play with.
We would have started with the puppies. What am I going to do? Sit here for like 2 hours? La-di-da. Eventually, no, we would start with puppies. Hey, everybody, bucket of puppies.
Just dump them out.
Jason's actually slowly slipped off the deep end. He's gonna make us kill a bunch of ghost puppies.
That's what I thought was coming, if I'm going to be honest.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't even bother like saying anything. I just start sprinting like up to the door.
Alright.
I didn't like
And I'm
that.
like, guys, follow me!
The door that you get to is made of the same metal and the same shape as a single one of the doors that was at the front of this.
I go to like push a pole or whatever.
Doesn't move. Feels like it's almost part of the wall. It's so solid. Even though you can see the area where there's a seam between the wall and the door.
Is there if there are hinges or like anything that about?
Not that you can see, but there are definitely grooves in the floor that let you know this door slides. Normally, it looks like it slides back and across.
Could I investigate the altar?
That's what I'm doing as well.
Sure. Roll for investigation, both of you, or one of you with. Don't look at each other's stats. Just decide how you're gonna.
Well, they're
I would say separately because we're both looking at it. It makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
while they're checking the altar. Can I check out the individual platforms
Oh.
that goes wrong? Not necessarily
12.
seeing if there's stuff or anything.
Five.
Just like
Sure.
seeing if there's like words and things.
Yep.
What would that be? Investigation.
I got a 12.
And what was
Monolith
your?
got a 5.
Uh,
Great, you gotta stop making that noise with the face.
Do the thing.
Which thing?
I don't know how you. I don't like it.
Do it again.
I
Do it
really
again.
don't like it.
I got a beard here doing that.
Do it again.
So what do
That's
I?
very
So
good.
what do I? What do I find on my 12?
Thanks for the follow.
Jason.
Oh, we got power.
You see a very intricately carved relief. All around the outside of it is what looks like a long procession that's it's walking in one direction all the way around the altar. And the procession is made up of people, animals, litters with people being carried by other people. And in one place, what looks like clearly a body being carried on
A thing.
we'll call it a platform, even though there's a better name for it. It's not coming to me. And that platform is being held aloft by several pallbearers. And it seems to be basically just an artist's rendition of a very long and very important funeral march.
Monolith is going to aggressively poke, prod, pull, push on everything around this altar. Just touching everything. Yelling
That
about
sounds
how
like you're investigating. So
You
let me
heard
have you roll an
puppies.
investigation roll.
He's like, guys, I heard puppies. I heard puppies behind this door. I heard them, I swear. I got 11. Let me check. Investigation.
Can we
That's
go to
11.
the door and knock on it?
Yeah. And what did you get?
11. Get the door.
Wow.
Everyone's running.
I feel you die inside every time.
I know, I really do. Not just a little bit
Do it
though.
again.
It's okay.
You gotta do it.
Angel.
You gotta do it more delicately with the 3D printed ones because they snap like
That's true.
glass.
Yeah, Grant, come on. Be considerate.
Oh.
That's what we hear behind
Puppies.
the door. Oh my god.
Guys, we have to save the Guys, we have to save the
Open the
puppies.
door!
Yeah.
Open the door!
Monolith has investigated rapidly, so rapidly it probably wasn't a fruitful investigation. The only thing that you saw for sure is the door definitely does open. It is a door. There is a room on the other side of it. You were just unable to find a way to get it to open.
Everybody, keep looking at this altar. It's got to be either the altar or where the statues were. There's got to be some sort of secret button or something.
Janet Tammy walked up and banged her fist on the door. And when she did, it made the sound of a deep gong or a deep bell sound. And as that reverberation fades into a quietness or a sound that only animals could hear, the door slowly slides to the left and opens up. Monolith didn't try knocking.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to try squeezing through the crack as it opens. Like,
when you get inside...
Why is Monolith an orangutan all of a sudden? Like, what has happened?
Bobby!
Oh boy.
When you make
like
it inside, Monolith is the first to see what looks like several rooms that are made from a caged mesh. Yep, you may pull that off. So
Be careful with your hands.
Yeah, please be
It's
careful.
slow.
Don't break it.
hey!
Are those? Well, you said a cage mesh, right?
Yeah, you're able to look in and see the 4 different cages because you're able to look and see through the mesh. In the square that's closest to you, just from a quick look, you see an old hellhound. This is a dog that has been around for a long time, and you know how when you see a dog that really is older than most people would keep a dog?
Then God intended.
This dog is that plus 10. Really put in the years, and as he breathes and sits there, little sparks come out of his nose, and when he sees you, he gets a little excited and starts doing what older dogs do and almost like hyperventilate.
Oh
and
my goodness.
sparks and smoke are coming out of his nose.
Cute.
And when he gets close enough to hear you say that, he goes, and a little bit of orange flame goes, and smoke rolls out.
I produce flame. Oh, you're so cute.
Across the way on the other side, you see what looks like an entire basket filled with puppies. It looks like 8 puppies at first, but when you look closer, you realize it's 4, and each has 2 heads.
Cerberus puppies!
These little two-headed puppies are barking around and looking and excited to see you and trying to paw and climb up.
Can I please take it with us?
Why are you asking that?
And then
Are you gonna clean up the dog?
And then next to that, you see what looks very much like the dog that you saw in that picture that you had before, but not wearing any armor and not looking as happy as he does in that picture. And while you do start to take a look around and get a sense for who it is that you're here to save, it's at that moment.
Oh boy.
Oh, this looks good. I know what this is.
That a figure rises up out of the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow. He is big.
He's big.
It's a big boy.
Wait, is he an evil spirit who loves dogs? Like,
What I love about following Campfire Quest on Twitter is I always know what I'm gonna fight.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that anymore. I couldn't help it with this one. This particular enemy is a Grim Reaper, and while there's really just one Grim Reaper in our world, it's a job. It's a gig that you could hold in this world. This particular Grim Reaper got in a lot of trouble. This particular Grim Reaper got fired from their job as a collector of souls.
Did he fall in love with a cute little elf named Taco? And that's why?
Nope, that did not happen anywhere near this universe.
Okay.
did he fall in love with a dog and couldn't kill it?
I'm not touching their IP with a 10-foot pole.
That's fair.
There's a lot of questions that you might be able to ask this individual, but the reason you get a sense of his sorrow and his sadness and his now demoted job as dog soul collector, you don't hear him explain this to you. You are covered or blanketed in a sense of the type of sadness and almost shame that he has. You begin to feel bad for him when you see him reach over with his sickle and take a swipe at the old hellhound and tell it to shut up. And he approaches.
Wait, does he say it out loud, like in a raspy, creepy voice?
You don't hear anything that's verbalized, but you have a voice in your head that is what you're. What
does it sound like?
Communicating.
Does it sound scary?
I would like to kill him immediately.
I'm going to have you roll for initiative, and I'm sure you'll hear it in just a second.
That was very exciting for me personally. That's not bad.
God damn it!
Well, better than mine.
You've never faced a more dangerous enemy than this one.
That was bad.
Oh.
That was real bad. I got 10.
And then we wasted all of our good initiative rolls on the
Yeah.
2 spirits that Janet Tammy killed instantly with her spirit ring.
Maybe I can kill this spirit.
Well.
Spirit ring.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
25 to 20. 15 to 20.
15.
I can't believe that's the highest.
It's not.
Oh!
10 to 15.
10.
Oh, that's not what you like to hear.
0?
5 to 10.
8.
9 for me.
That means I'm last.
Hey, do I still have Casey's inspiration from earlier or no?
Did you use it?
No.
It hasn't expired until today's over.
Okay, dope. So I still have Casey's. Also, Cam, if you're watching, which I doubt, I still have your die. Sorry. Next time I see you,
Eat it. Eat it. He's not here to stop you.
I almost did put it in my mouth, but I feel like he'd be really upset. If it was mine, I would have.
I wouldn't
but
tell him.
I'm not gonna.
Oh,
put this in my mouth.
surely he's watching.
Of course.
I mean, of course he's watching. Yeah.
Those of
He's
us,
watching.
those of us who like go home or whatever and miss out on episodes always tune in all the time.
You know who does? I do. I
Like-
always tune in.
Did I wipe?
Pencil on
I
your
wiped.
face.
I wiped your smiley face on my head.
That's so funny.
Like, genuinely.
That's really great.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
All
Did
right.
you also draw a smiley face on Grant?
Yeah, it
She
was
has
a
no
combo
really-
smiley. On
Mine washed off. I'm
Oh.
sorry. You gotta.
I do. Oh, yeah, that's true. Alright, I got it.
I also took this like a million
No, you're
years
good.
ago.
This is it? This is how you do it? No,
Yeah, she keeps
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
not it. That's not. That's not how it is.
Getting tatted up.
Anyway.
Hey, just like the workshop. Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm breaking the rule.
There you go.
A rule.
Hey, when are we getting a
Yeah.
tattoo?
Oh, when are we getting tattoos?
The
I'm actually.
Grim Reaper
Yeah.
swipes his scythe, the sickle.
Is it a self-portrait?
Sickle.
Scythe.
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 Swings his scythe at the hellhound, not to hit it, but to rattle the bars and make it be quiet. As it moves towards you, the very first person in front of it, Monolith, and
Don't like that at all.
attacks you with its death scythe.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
I love this part. The part where it attacks me with its checklist. Death Scythe.
Well, that might miss. 16.
Miss, baby.
Oh, wow. And that was like low?
What's that?
That was like a low roll?
Yeah, 7. There's a +9 to the.
That's exciting.
I'm not that I'm supposed to tell you, but
Don't worry about
You
it.
little me.
Oh,
punch her
with the ghost ring.
Yeah, well,
Is that? Do you say that out loud?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because he swings at me, I'm like, oh, punch him with the ghost ring.
Don't punch it with the ghost ring! So you got like a little angel, and it's not angel, but it's
It's Monolith.
it's Monolith, and you got a little devil on the other side, and I'm just like, don't punch it with the ghost ring! Listen, Jenny Tammy.
You're the
Would it make
devil.
more sense if it was Angel and Seth?
No, but the two of us are opposed diametrically in this.
I was making a joke because
Yeah.
Tiefling and Angel.
That was very
that's
funny part.
No, yeah,
Thank
okay,
you.
yeah,
you know,
that's
you
true.
get me.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
this
that
is-
this
is where
particular
we're
creature, normally something this legendary would have 2 attacks, but because of the type of attacks that it has, it was created to only have a single attack. It would be way too OP if it got to swing
Was that the
2 times at everybody.
the storyboard way of saying it normally has 2 attacks, but it will fucking kill you if it does?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm legit talking about the author of this creature made it so that it is as it hits hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I imagine.
One of his lucky he didn't get his soul reaped.
Angel.
All right. Angel is going to run around behind Dabbleth. And then I'm going to use Vicious Mockery and say, looking at you makes me... I'm British.
You're British?
Looking at you makes me speedrun all 5 stages of grief.
That's good.
That's actually pretty good.
I'm not saying that was really good, but I'm also saying we're fighting a Grim Reaper and it was death, so I'm not saying I should roll with advantage, but I'm saying I should roll with advantage.
You have to roll for Vicious Mockery?
I think he has to roll, so you should roll with disadvantage.
No, I have to roll damage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you do.
But
Can you
roll
at advantage?
What's my
damage advantage?
What's my save?
15. Please don't save.
What kind?
Wisdom.
Oh, Grim
Wisdom.
might have a lot of that.
+2.
Nice.
9.
Hey.
Okay.
What's it like being the best bard who's present currently?
Oh, almost starting
That's
to
pretty
leave.
good. I'm gonna use my
That's
inspiration
funny.
too that I have.
I think.
How so? Oh, inspiration doesn't work on damage, only on the attack.
Yeah, like the roll.
Okay, just kidding.
JK.
I'm not gonna do that. Just JK.
JK.
But your damage from the Vicious Mockery, is that something you roll?
That is something I roll.
Alright, let's do that.
Alright.
Is it 2 of those? I think it's 2 of those, right? Am I crazy?
You say at higher levels.
Yes, the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do it.
Hey,
This pasta's delicious.
Roll those dice, you host.
I love your dice tower.
Hey, that's not bad. That's a 7. I mean, maybe it's not as strong as I'd want for something that we're fighting, but
it's also got
better than nothing.
It's got disadvantage for the next attack, though. So, I mean, that's pretty legit.
That's pretty great
Because it looks like it's about to kill Monolith. So
Currently, the only person who can attack.
Alright, so that was 7.
Yeah.
7 damage.
The Grim Reaper looks around Dabbleth and wants to make sure it can hear what you're saying to it, because you're speaking directly to the Grim Reaper. And you unleash that hellish, that vicious mockery. I almost called it a hellish mockery. that would deserve a rebuke of some sort. But instead,
I get jokes.
Yeah. Instead, he kind of shakes his hooded head a little bit, trying to get a handle on what you said, and it seems to have hurt a little bit. It seems to have struck him in a place where he's not used to feeling. Maybe here in the chest area.
Keep kicking them.
I thought that you blew.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Like really.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to inspire Monolith.
Oh.
By saying, Monolith, you're doing great.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry, were you about to add to that? I don't want to stop you from your inspiring.
Monolith, you're with your people. You're surrounded by rocks. You can do great things here. Oh, did you catch that?
Oh,
That was good.
You can upgrade that to a D10.
Wow.
Whoa.
You're just saying that so we don't die.
Yeah. This is a D10, right?
I get nervous when you guys start rolling. 1. Oh god, you're gonna die. That's gonna be my fault.
Yeah.
It's kind of your fault. Should have rolled better.
It's a collaborative fault.
It's also on the dice.
Really, what does fault really matter?
It's true. What is anything, really?
Really?
No.
Monolith,
Welcome
what is a
to our
turn
philosophy
even?
podcast.
I don't know, but I think
Podcast.
from my philosophical point of view,
Welcome
it's
to
something where
philosophy,
you just get advantage all the time, every day.
That's what that
That's our
YouTuber
alternative
does,
video.
right?
Interesting. I think as a swashbuckler, that basically is your life.
What is your life?
Possible. I'm going to rotate around him, so I'm not in the door, not causing an attack of opportunity. Just rotating.
Yeah, you're already-
with this enemy.
You're already in range, so you're just rotating around the
just
enemy,
rotate.
which doesn't change anything.
You're just
Yes.
running in a circle around him, and he's like, what?
More for the sake of
Bitch.
getting my sneak attack.
He's huge.
All right, I'm rolling not with the D10 on this one. Oh, that most likely hits. 18 plus 8.
That does hit.
Okay. Let's roll that damage.
Dabbage. Oh!
8 damage. Plus the sneak attack. Sneak attacky. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Is that enough sneak?
It's 3.
Oh, okay.
What level are we?
That sucks.
We're
That was quite
6.
possibly one of the worst rolls I could have rolled.
What was it?
I rolled a total of 5.
Oh.
Wow.
With 3 d6s.
That's rough, buddy.
So, I did that much damage.
8 plus 6, right?
8 plus 6.
That's 14. I did the math easy that time.
Thank you.
8 plus 6 is
So,
14.
now I'm going to make my second attack with the d10, just in case. Thank goodness I did. 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13.
Oh.
13, huh?
I don't think that's going to do it.
A hit?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, this is my second attack.
Yeah, there's no way in hell. It doesn't even come close.
Well, thank you very much, Kayla, for your inspiration. It didn't do me any good.
Wow, whose fault is that?
Yeah, aren't you
you
the one
added
that's
a-
whining? Wow.
You
somebody-
added a D10 to that roll and still got a
I rolled an
13?
8 plus 3, my proficiency, and then rolled a 2 on a d10.
Sad.
Oh, we've all been there before.
It happens to
Oh, I
everybody.
didn't mark my inspiration.
So, is there any...
So 1 attack.
you put 14
damage.
points of damage.
Yes.
That adds to the 7 points of damage that had already been inflicted.
And then, you know what? Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna disengage in 5, 10, 15. Just gonna scooch myself away.
That's smart.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm scared. Scared boy. You should be.
I'm so sorry my hands were clamming.
Is that a tattoo shop?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, tattoo artists.
Well, it's okay.
I'm very nervous about
fine.
this battle.
It's because we're gonna die.
We're dead.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think it's one of
Jane and
those-
Tammy, it's one of your last turns.
Isn't it? I thought Zeph got a turn before me.
Goes Grim, Angel, Mono, Zeph. Oh yeah, I read wrong. Zeph. I've got two lists here because we.
That's me. I'm Zeph.
Zephaniah.
This is the part where I hurt the monster.
Hopefully.
Ideally.
Ideally.
I'm gonna Hexblade's curse that
Say it.
mean man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Got him.
You cast a
Fucking
vicious
got-
mockery. Sounds like vicious mockery over here.
Yeah, practically.
Poo poo head.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump onto the altar. And I'm gonna say
Standing on top of the altar.
time to give up the ghost. And I'm gonna jump towards it and swing midair with the sword and try to hit it. And if I miss, it's gonna be really embarrassing. Oh, when I say time to give up the ghost, that's when I curse it, and then I jump with the sword.
The Hexblade's curse is cast with your badass comment, and then you're going to follow up with an attack.
Right, exactly.
With the axe.
With my sword.
Hexblade's curse.
What it does is, if you would like me to read it to you,
Mostly, I just want you to tell me what happens.
it's cursed for 1 minute.
10 rounds.
I gain a bonus to damage rolls, which is my proficiency. Any attack roll I make on a 19 is also a critical hit. If it dies, I get health back.
And what are its nerfs? What happens to it?
Nothing. I just do more damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Hex, I assume it's being weakened in some way. But I
Yeah,
guess that's not-
because there is a spell called Hex that it does. Yeah, it does. It sounds very similar, and it does debuff them. So
All right then. So we've got your Hex enacted. Let's go ahead and roll that axe damage.
let's go ahead and roll that axe. Wait, do you want me to use an axe? You keep on saying axe every time I say sword. You say axe.
I meant sword.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you
This
weren't.
is Jason's favorite.
I don't have favorites. Whatever you're dealing damage with is my favorite.
Okay. It's a nat 20.
That's awesome. I saw that.
It's a nat
like
20.
just as you rolled it.
There's been a lot of nat
It's a nat
20s today.
That's good.
It's a nat
What's
20.
an
I'm really happy for you. I mean, I'm really genuinely
There's
happy
been a
for you.
few nat
You
ones.
can't-
Now let's not screw up
We're
this damage
on
roll,
big
okay?
streets.
I want some big damage.
This is gonna be big.
Wait, okay, so I keep forgetting, what are we? Are we doing double the die, or are we doing
just
double
said
double the damage?
Today we're gonna
Got some
start doubling our
stuff going
die.
We're gonna start doubling our die. Hey, Kayla, I'm gonna borrow 2 of
We're
your die if
doubling
that's
our
okay.
die now.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I
instead of
appreciate
our
that.
damage.
I'm gonna borrow these
Is it
die
just
so we
like a
don't
today
die.
thing,
No,
or-
we're trying it out and moving forward with it like this.
All right. Is it?
I warned everybody that this difference may be coming.
Let's see what we got.
What about
It's
email?
not. It's not super bad. It's as if I had rolled max. So it's just 8, 4, which is 12. So that's 12. Sorry for the math here. 15 plus another 5, so 20 damage. I did 20 damage on the first hit. You gotta trust me on this.
Oh, I do. I don't need anything explained. I just need you to know that I hope you got more.
He's not messing around.
Hey, listen. Zeph builds up like a
I know how Zeph does this.
mountain fall. Okay.
I know.
It's a great. What's the word I'm looking for? Like an avalanche.
Avalanche, a mountain
Not
fall.
a mountain fall. What the fuck is a mountain fall?
A mono lanch.
Hey.
Ah! Okay, I'm gonna hit it again. 'Cause that's what I do. I hit things.
This is another swing with your large sword.
Yeah, it's another swing with my large sword that I keep in my special space.
Mhm.
This one is not as good as the other. That's a 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1, which is 14. And I can choose to use my bardic inspiration, finding out. Can I use this before I find out if it hits, or do I have to? Okay, I'm just gonna fucking use it because I don't think a 14 is gonna hit the big scary monster. It's a plus 5, so it's a 19 now. 19?
Good thing you rolled.
Is
Alright.
that crit now that it's a 19?
No, I have to roll a 19. That'd be too good. Unless.
I mean,
What's the one where it's like less?
Bless.
Nay.
Have you guys seen the? Never mind.
Well, this one's
I have
Not so
sense
bad.
now.
9 plus 1, which is
I
10.
sent that group chat. Did you see it?
Plus 4, which is 14. Plus
Nay.
3, 5, 6,
Less.
7. That's
It's so good. Last.
17 damages.
What types of damage?
oh
They're
gosh. Shit.
What?
Okay, you're using a magical weapon.
Yes.
What did you attack with to get your 14 points?
My
It's-
short sword plus 1,
So that's magical too.
right?
Oh, wait a second. The extra damage I'm doing might not be useful because I think it might be necrotic. Just like ghosts love that shit. They're just like,
Give me that aquatic right now.
yes, give me the necrotic damage.
Delicious
Um,
snack.
This enemy could be affected by necrotic damage, believe it or not.
Oh no.
That's wild.
But it definitely has
Why?
some immunities and resistances.
Okay.
Gotta pay attention to those.
Okay, so yours was magical plus 1. Yours is magical. It lives
Mine
in a
is
secret pocket.
So magic. This is my
Okay.
secret pocket.
And
Angels was a spell.
yeah. So all this so
No,
far
it's just
is-
bonus magic damage. It's magic damage.
All
It's
this
not
is
necrotic.
still so far so good.
Yeah, magic.
Okay. Then 7, 14, 14, and 20. 7, 14, 20, and now what's the last one you did?
I did 20 and I just did 17 damage.
more.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from that because it all falls into the categories of hurts.
That's good.
Ouchie.
Thankfully, we've all got
Yeah.
magic. Thankfully, we've all got magical weapons. Otherwise, you probably couldn't hurt it because it's a ghost. Are you gonna punch it with your magic ring?
Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm sure we won't all die, and it'll be cool. It'll be dope.
I can tell by your excitement in your voice that you're very excited about me punching.
I mean, I'm excited to explore the potential of what may or may not be happening.
What if that
with
friendly
this.
ghost comes back out?
Zephaniah, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm okay.
We're moving on then to Janet Tammy.
Jam. Question.
You
I
got
know
jammed.
we've discussed this like 10 times. If,
Wait, isn't that
From Parks and Rec?
Parson?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm slow.
because I have 2-weapon two-handed weapon fighting or whatever. Two-weapon-handed. Two-hand
Two weapon fighting.
Does that mean I can punch twice? Or can I only use it with weapons? Like a dagger, Punch the ghost. Punch the ghost. Sorry.
Even though there's a couple right answers to this, today you can hit twice.
Okay.
Is that because you don't want us to die?
Nope. It's because I don't want to go look up what two-handed weapon fighting is when you're unarmed.
Yeah, you should be able to punch with both fists.
Should. That's why I feel comfortable with
sense,
with it being that way. And if it's not the case, I'm going to learn it and I'll know next time. But this time, that's how the world on this plane,
on the secret death plane where everything is full of death and pain.
I hope you figure out where you are before you leave. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try and hit it with my ghost
That's very
hand.
exciting for me, personally speaking.
My ghost hand.
Okay.
I got a 10 plus 8. Which is 18.
Is that that misses?
18?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
You can't make me laugh. I'm gonna mess
I
it up.
think I know what this
Very
is.
sorry.
Damn.
You're a professional.
Yeah, no.
What if it's a magical ring?
It is.
Damn.
Did you know a ghost lives in it? I don't know what kind of magic you're expecting besides Ghost House.
Is it?
You ever seen the movie Monster House?
What do you think?
So, like,
It's beautiful.
So it goes.
okay, I'll just try
Photo
and hit it against
tattoo
my other
parlor
hand.
right
Yeah.
after this to get it done.
I really appreciate it.
I want that on my body forever.
I didn't hit.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
I want to do a cat.
Is it a 1?
Nope.
Okay, then you missed without any horrible
I'm
repercussions.
very excited.
Guys, it didn't work! Oh!
Ah!
Why didn't the ghost ring work?
Screams of
Is it
British.
because you just didn't hit it hard enough with your ghost ring?
18 missed.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it that an 18 missed, or was it that there was literally no chance?
What did
of
I
hitting?
hit
What
with
an
the
interesting set of questions to ask in the middle of battle. Who's up? Puppies.
Puppies get a turn.
Oh my
you?
god, do we have to
Or
fight
is it
puppies
puppy
for
time?
real?
The
If you're
oldest.
gonna make us fight a dog, Jason,
dogs.
I'm gonna quit this stream.
These aren't dogs. They're puppies.
Jason, I like that answer even less. I don't like that at
The
all.
corner, the other one. Yeah, that's the one that has the older hellhound in it.
Mhm.
This dog does not look like he's capable of more than 15 feet in his movement, and that is his speed at his age. And he shuffles 5 feet up to the mesh. It's a bunch of woven metal bars that form a kind of mesh. And he has it at first. He pulls his head up and he opens his eyes and he's got these blood rings all the way around him. Just these old dog
so
eyes.
He's just so
cute.
old. He's so
Adorable
old.
doggy.
And he lifts his head up and his eyes are all kind of milky. And he looks around and he focuses in on the head of the Grim Reaper. And he goes, "Rah!" And a gout of flame shoots out of his
Yeah!
mouth.
Yes,
I got distracted by
baby!
And then he goes,
Envelops. Well, he's going to see,
Who's gonna be
but
the five of us?
the hope is that it
So who
envelops
will
the Grim
see?
Reaper.
Envelop him!
envelope him, send him
Envelope him!
flat Stanley style.
Bless
God
you!
bless you.
Sorry, that was very aggressive.
It was a little bit aggressive.
That's funny.
All right, here comes Hellhound, Fire Breath, boom, bada, bum, a 15-foot cone.
Oh, is he gonna hit me with the fire?
Nope.
This one is you.
He's got milky eyes, but he just aimed it this way. I see the cone. And ooh, doggy.
This one is Cam because
Okay. First, the Grim Reaper is going to make a dex saving throw. DC is 12 is what he needs. He rolled a 1.
That's
Oh!
Ooh, he takes double fire damage,
He's
right?
taking full fire
I'm gonna cherish
damage,
this
which
forever.
will be 6d6.
Wow!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, of course we can.
That's a lot of d6. Can I look for this one?
Mom, Dad, can I get a hellhound for Christmas?
Percy Jackson.
10,
Yeah.
20.
Wait, what?
20 damage.
What?
The Hellhound unleashes a cone of flame and it envelops the Grim Reaper, and he does 20 points of damage, and it leaves the fabric that is around the negative space that is the Grim Reaper smoldering and smoking. A few edges orange from the glowing flame as they do.
Does he have a name? Does he have a collar with a name?
Not that you can see. Maybe you can look closer when we're not in combat. Right now it's hard to see. Right,
I'm
you
gonna
could
use
call
my
him
action to find out his
Helly
name.
or Houndy.
I feel like Helly is like being a little rude almost.
I'm gonna call him Houndor.
If you're a hellhound, I don't think hell's a bad word.
I suppose that's true. It's just kind of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your beat.
Now, you wouldn't want to be called a heck.
That's true.
He's a Helen good boy. All right, back to the
I don't know about that. What about an HE double hockey stick in Good Boy?
Let's not get crazy. Let's not use profanity.
Language.
Extreme.
Language.
Keep
Yeah,
this
you're
like
right.
we're trying to keep
I'm
this at
sorry,
least PG-13. You're
guys.
jumping to like R.
Okay. I'm
Just
sorry.
go back one.
Mr. Wrinkles in his back corner
Mr. Wrinkles.
moves all the way up to the far corner, and he starts barking loudly.
We're gonna move that
Woof.
camera.
And he continues to bark through the entire 6 seconds of his turn.
What
Yeah,
what kind of
Mr.
dog is he again?
Wrinkles.
Is it this one?
Big boy.
Is this Mr.
He's he's a mastiff, but he's not your average
him.
mastiff.
That's
He's
Mr. Wrinkles.
larger than your average
He's
mastiff.
larger than your average. So he's like 8 feet tall.
He's a
like
large dog.
he's like practically a horse.
When you see a gnome, if you get a
I
chance
think
to
that's why
see
a
a
gnome
gnome
rides
riding
him,
on
yeah.
him, you'll see that even the gnome looks small on this giant ass mastiff.
That's kind of incredible.
The other square, the one that Monolith is standing next to, has the box in the center that has the 4 puppies and the 8 heads in it, and all at once they all start barking and yipping because the Mr. Wrinkles is barking so loud. And as they're barking and yipping, if anybody was noticing, you'd notice that one of them gets a little confused and starts biting his brother head, and then starts barking where everybody else is barking, and that completes their turn.
They're so good at this. I'm so proud of them.
And that takes us back to the Grim Reaper's turn.
Oh, I love that. This is the part where he reaps all of our souls.
This is the part where he fucking murders.
At least we get to die with dogs surrounding us.
I see Monolith, and who are the two? I guess
No,
that's
Dabolith is
both of
actually-
you.
That's me, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Angel, Zeph, Jam.
Then I'll have each of you roll a d6.
Oh boy.
Low
Not
numbers
Oh,
getting
me?
attacked.
Oh
My
wow!
age,
You
me?
just had to
No,
roll.
no, just you two.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
A 3? Take whatever's on the floor there.
Where'd it go?
Oh, it's over there underneath the blue table.
What-
Wow.
Isn't
It
it?
really.
What's the number?
Really
Number.
rolled.
It is a 4. I'm tripped by dog.
The Grim Reaper is going to attack Zeph.
That's me. I'm Zeph. Nice to
Well,
meet
that's
you.
good. I mean, you have the most health, right?
Yes, I believe so. Because I healed myself because somebody hit me with a rock. Hell yeah.
Sorry, you don't believe in love.
The Grim Reaper extends an arm, and you see a sleeve come up from the rest of the.
Mabel?
I'm
Sorry.
not sure what that is.
That's the Hellhound.
Okay, Hellhound.
If I stop petting her, there's a good chance she'll start barking, right?
Yeah. You can't stop.
You see the arm extend towards you, and you see
there
a
you go.
skeletal hand extend, and it reaches out and it attempts to touch you.
Oh, cool.
That's not great.
Well,
That's not great.
I love the part when I had a soul, guys.
It does, in fact, look like it's about to touch you, but before it does, a black ray of energy shoots out, and we're going to have you roll a Constitution saving throw.
No.
It's like,
Zeph
I'm gonna
fucking
touch
dies.
you. Just kidding. Laser fingers.
Is this sickening,
Good
right?
vibes. Can I send good vibes to
Can
it?
you send me good?
I spit on it.
It's terrible. I fucked. I goofed up.
Here, just redo it.
It's a 3. It's like a 3. Plus some stuff, but I mean, it's not gonna happen. It's a 3 plus 3, which gives me a 6, but it's a 6.
Alexa, roll 78.
Wait, okay,
Oh, she's doing the
70.
Alexa, stop.
I was like, that was a lot. Maybe
Alexa,
you should just roll
7d8.
Jason, maybe you just gotta.
Alexa
You gotta do it the
doesn't
old
It's a lot of
fashioned
damn
way.
work.
You gotta do it the old fashioned
try?
way, Jason.
Can I try, Alexa?
You gotta do it
Yeah.
the old fashioned way.
Alexa, roll 7 8-sided die.
Oh. 4161 7.
It's gonna do it.
What was the total? Alexa, what was the total? Did you just have
Alexa, stop.
All right.
just you don't have to
Never
roll
ask
it.
Alexa to do what we're capable of doing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
My bad.
this has actually been a piece about the over-reliance technology.
70.
Alexa, stop. Nobody cares. You
I can roll.
failed.
Oh, we
I can
all
roll
know
78
what
here.
belongs to the government.
We all
Never
know
trust the
that, but
government to
never
get
trust,
anything.
never trust the government to get anything done.
We're using Jason's roll.
I love you.
I love me too. It's been real, guys.
In the
Arms of
Can I tell you guys-
angels.
can I tell you guys what
grab me
Google
after I die?
Can I tell you guys what
It's gonna be
Google
sweet.
rolled? I typed in roll 78 on Google. It rolled 7768636.
What was
for
the
a
total?
total of 43.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, no, but that's.
You take 49 points of damage.
Oh, nice. He rolled even better than that.
You rolled better than this?
I rolled.
You roll. Say the numbers.
I don't want you to know what the plus is. Oh, I don't get to use it again unless I recharge. It's the die roll plus 30.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
See, you rolled really bad, actually.
Yeah, I did. I got 19 plus my 30.
Wow, so I got really lucky.
So if he had rolled what I had rolled, it would have been 70.
I would have died. Yeah.
You'd have been unconscious or doing death saving rolls, but not insta kill.
Well, the good news is that you said 49, right? I've got 2 health left.
That's
Good thing I
impressive.
healed myself after you hit me with that fucking rock, Grant.
That's exactly right. It'd have been you'd have dropped.
You
to
would have
zero.
died.
Literally would have died if you had not healed after you hit me
Don't
with
you
that.
First
kind of
death
wish you
save right
didn't
now.
though, so Monolith would have felt really
I
bad.
wouldn't have felt nothing.
I wouldn't have felt that.
That was a deserving rock throw. Anything
oh,
after
Was it though? What was it? A second attack?
No, remember there was the whole spiel at the beginning where it doesn't get a second attack?
Oh right.
Because it'll kill us immediately.
Yeah. No. He said that by design it never had a second attack. This is the part where I die though, right? This is it right now.
He's
You
like,
got a new
oh shit, I
character
forgot to
ready?
add
I'm gonna roll one when
30
I get home, I
bonus
guess. I
damage
mean, like,
to the also
what
30
else can I do
bonus
other than
damage.
that? You know? Yeah.
This is really sad.
Thinking about it actually makes me cry.
He's rolling again!
Like
No, I'm gonna be really sad if we lose a character.
Jason Gillette.
This is it.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake because it's 7d8 and I only rolled 4. So the 3 that I didn't roll is another -8.
Oh.
And I wish. I mean, it's just the numbers and stuff. It's not.
Now I'm unconscious for real.
All right, but you don't make a death save roll until we get to your turn.
Yeah, that's
So you don't roll your first one yet.
That's pretty exciting, guys.
And yeah, it's really a good thing there's nobody else on the field. So next up is going to be Angel. Grim is done, not moving anywhere.
Can I cast?
Wait, did you use disadvantage on your attack? Did you need to? Because of
Oh, you did have
they-
disadvantage. That's true.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you rolled a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you're right.
Does
Yeah,
it-
never mind.
Does
No, it was a
Vicious
concept.
Mockery give you disadvantage though on
Only on attack rolls.
attack?
only on like if
Yeah.
you use this side.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
This is the part where
So he
Angel
doesn't
uses
kill us.
healing
Yeah, can I use
Cure
healing
wounds?
ward on Zeph? Can I do that on an unconscious person?
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Okay,
It'll
I'm
make
gonna
you not
cast it as
die.
a 3rd level, so it's 3d4.
that's pretty good. Plus your spellcasting modifier, which is very
plus my
exciting.
spellcasting modifier, so that's another 4.
That's
so
very fun. I like
should I
that.
roll that or should Zeph roll that?
No, it's all you.
Okay.
Yeah, Zeph can't roll anything because they're unconscious.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on the ground. Well, I'm not dead yet, Monolith.
Well, I might trip. Plunge my sword in your neck.
Okay.
It's been
well,
worse.
6
6 plus 4,
that's
so
10.
10 health.
10 health.
We got 10 health. I'm glad that Casey's not here.
Zephaniah pops up gasping, looking around a little wild in the eyes, recognizes where she is, which is a little unusual. And then,
That's a bonus.
is there anything else? Oh, that's your bonus action.
That's
so
my bonus action.
rock and roll in.
And then I'm gonna throw a dagger
That's right. Get wrecked.
at it.
The good news is I haven't
Don't
died,
jinx it.
so that's
Ew.
good.
Please don't.
So I'm gonna throw a dagger at it,
That's pretty exciting.
and when I roll, I want to use my inspiration because I'm rolling to attack, right?
Yes.
So I can use inspiration.
But you roll first.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Also, it is a ghost. Well, it's probably not gonna happen. Probably just leave that.
You know what? I'm not gonna use
Yeah,
my
probably
inspiration
not.
on that. That's a 2. That's a 2 for me.
It's a big 2.
That misses.
Yeah,
Oh,
does
wow,
it?
nice.
Are you sure?
I didn't know if you were asking.
Does your hex go away?
Yeah, I got downed. So my hex.
Dang.
Not as great. Not as great. It's okay. I've got a spell. I've got one spell.
I felt really bad. I was almost gonna not say anything about the 4 died instead of the 7.
But you
I was
gotta
like,
be
that's
true.
not how this works.
You gotta be true.
That's
You
not how
gotta
the
be.
game works.
Yeah.
That's how it is. How about-
Angel, you attempted to throw that dagger and missed. Is there anything else you've got left that you'd like to do?
Mary is my bonus action. So I can't inspire.
Do you wanna move
I think
anywhere?
movement's the only thing you've got left.
I can
Yeah.
move.
Not that I'm suggesting you should. I'm saying
I almost
That's
recommend
totally
you
up to
don't.
you, but
Well, I think Angel just seeing what happened to Zeph is gonna just kind of scoot a little bit over here, like out of the
You
doorway,
want to go
away
here?
from that finger.
away from that.
so he just went like. Is that what happened?
You just
Like imagine. Wait, I actually like to think that Angel moved first, so like Zeph was on the floor and Angel was just like whoop and moved because, and then yeah, okay.
So yeah, so you didn't catch me as I was falling.
No.
Angel was just like.
Angel was
like,
very
"What?"
scared because his human shield just fell.
Come back, meat shield.
You're supposed to take all the blows.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and stop Angel there and move on to Monolith.
All right.
It's all you, buddy.
Follow me.
You gotta tank the next one. It's all you.
Buddy. I'm telling you right now, the initial attack without the missed die would have killed me. Like, I would have been down without him. Jason wouldn't have even had to roll those extra die. Already
I would have
unconscious.
just.
Have I had the most? Do I actually have the most health out of all of them?
Yeah, we would have.
I had the most health out of all of them.
No, I think I do. Oh wait, maybe you do.
I have 50. I have 51 also. We have the
Rolling
same-
to
we have the same
attack.
exact HP.
Rolling to attack. It's 19.
Oh,
That hits?
It does?
Just hits.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, this is kind of the worst. All right, rolling for
I mean,
damage. Oh, that's 11. Write that down.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Plus
sneak attack.
Plus
Is its
sneaky.
AC actually
Wait.
19?
Oh no, yeah, you do get sneaky boy attack.
What did that say?
19, natural armor. I was trying to cover up the hit points so you wouldn't see how deep it goes.
You did sneaky attack, right? You should do your sneak
I'm
attack.
working on it.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell Google the rule.
I almost changed it to an 18 also before we started playing. Like all day I was like, 19 seems awfully high.
That's pretty high.
But I think it's supposed to be really high. This is a
You've got to
CR10.
be-
Oh, that's a really strong one.
I rolled the exact same 2-2-1 that I rolled
Again?
last time. Actually, no, I rolled 3-1-1 last time.
Now you see, so this time it's unique and different. So even
So here's 5 to that 11, so 16 damage on that attack. And
This doesn't level us up.
this is the part where we die. I just want to say.
I don't think we're gonna
Good.
need to level up because
Yeah,
we're going
we'll
to be dead.
Go
No,
for that.
really, don't forget, if you each killed 2 Grim Reapers, you would still be about halfway to leveling up for the level you're in.
I like that.
This is not a... Anyway, you're grinding nicely. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
getting some hard monsters here. Let's
Oh,
keep
I
grinding.
missed. I missed with the second attack. Don't even bother.
Okay.
Like, what is it? How bad is it?
It's a 4 + 3.
No, that's probably not it. Yeah, that's
Probably not it.
Ain't it cheap?
It's something, but that ain't it.
It's something about that ain't it.
I'm gonna. Excuse you. Okay.
Call me now. I don't care what you do.
Crush your leg. And then I'm just gonna use my bonus action to go this way.
Slip sliding away.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I'm gonna Just stand by this door conveniently.
Okay.
Oh wait! Did it do necrotic damage to me?
No.
What type of damage is it?
Owie damage.
I forgot to ask.
Ooh,
Painful kind?
damage.
Ooh.
I did forget to
Oh,
ask.
whoa. What's this? 47 damage?
Notices damage.
I hate this.
Oh, whoa. What's this?
Notices damage.
You
Ooh,
already
what's this?
drawing
Are you
your
unconscious?
stockings off, Michelle?
What?
When you take your stockings off, you will have permanent fishnets.
That's pretty exciting.
That's a tattoo idea. I mean, I wouldn't, but could you imagine?
Tattooed fishnets?
Somebody already has that for sure.
Google it.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
I'm on it right now.
It's
I'm
not
on it.
called necrotic. It's called negative energy.
Oh.
And I can also probably now safely say that since you got killed by it,
Yep.
you're familiar with negative energy. You're in the negative energy plane.
Oh.
Dope.
And this plane was absorbed by the other lesser plane or sub-planes long ago. But you, if you survive, will probably
Right.
find out that this is a pocket that was created by this Grim Reaper of negative energy.
Also, he made like his own little pocket zone.
Yep, his own pocket plane. And this is where he hides and does the... he's very grumpy about being demoted.
This
dog.
is where he hides and is mean to dogs.
Mhm.
Nice.
This is horrible.
He's the kind
Scatterols
of
and dogs.
Grim Reaper that goes and collects dogs before they're supposed to be collected, and then sticks them in those cages and makes them wait until it's their time.
This.
He took puppies.
Yep,
Oh no!
he's not a very nice guy. Not that you think he's awesome or anything.
Not that we thought he was a good guy.
But he's even worse.
He did try to kill me after all. You know?
Yeah.
I was just curious if it was necrotic damage. I actually would have taken half.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been nice.
yeah. I was hoping it
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
actually. So.
No, I think necrotic. I mean, negative
wanna
damage.
retcon all that.
Negative damage is like killing, like damage that hurts real bad.
Yep.
It's the bad field
It's-
damage.
It's the ouchie-
owie.
It's a
ouchie damage.
It's ouchie damage.
Huh, I feel like bludgeoning is the same. And slashing.
Well, those
And
are
salmon.
like ow my body hurts, but negative energy is like ow my soul hurts.
Ooh.
So we did a monolith, and
Well, missed again.
Zeph is. Did we just do you, Zeph? Am I forgetting?
No, I just popped. No, it's been
That was
Angel.
Angel.
It was his turn. He killed
So
me.
you're alive now.
Yes.
What are you
I'm
gonna do with
alive
your
now.
10 hit points?
Now that I've got 10 hit points,
How are you gonna spend them?
and if he hits me with that again, I will just straight die. I think.
It's possible.
Is it your max HP or your current HP?
It's 1.5. You'd have to drop to like 75. You'd have to get hit by a dragon blast, dragon fire.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hit anything hard enough to kill me instantly at this point. Outright.
Oh wait, no. There are no. Yeah, no. You. Everybody here is still within a touch of death. There's another. I've got other things.
Yeah, I could die instantly still.
He's got-
He's got other things. I could die instantly still.
Yeah, there's one in here that is. I mean, I attacked with the strongest. My second strongest seems
Right.
like it's more of the killer, the cold-blooded, long-term killer.
Right. That's exciting. I like that.
Because nobody here has a wish. Right?
diabetes type.
Because
I've got-
legit only thing that saves you from this other thing is.
Oh my god, is it
brings you back.
disintegrate?
Nope. But it's. Well, anyway, where are we?
It's
Zeph's
void
turn.
coin.
It's definitely disintegrate, meaning if he uses it, you literally die forever. You permanently die because you become dust. So that's exciting. If it's disintegrate, which is pretty exciting for everybody involved. That's all of us.
It's called Life Reap.
Oh, dope. Okay, it's not disintegrate. Nice. Okay.
There'll still be a corpse there. You just can't make it move ever again.
Dope. I like that. Yeah.
Hey, stop.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna shake it around. Now it's moving.
I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. And that's a save, right?
Which one? What are we doing?
No, you can't tell them what the spell does. Actually, you don't.
Oh, were you asking about this? I'm not going to talk
No,
about
don't
it.
tell
What's
me.
your-
Yeah.
I thought you were doing an attack.
No, I am. I was just trying to figure out what I want to do that helps me not die as much. I'm gonna cast Charm Person. No, I'm just kidding.
I find you attractive.
Well,
I'm charmed.
Take off those robes. I want to see what you. Oh God!
put the robes back on. No,
Please.
Oh, my favorite Christmas movie. I always joke and say it's Die Hard, but it's really Scrooged with
Jim Carrey?
no. Same funny guy that he's not really nice in real life, but
Adam Sandler.
Tim Allen.
all these people. But the one I'm talking about was on Caddyshack. You know, Ghostbusters.
Tom Hanks?
He got killed in Zombieland.
Bill Murray!
Bill Murray.
Oh, I got it, Tim! I win!
Did I say Tim?
You were like Tim. I thought.
Oh, well, don't trust the words coming out of my mouth.
Okay, well,
I thought Bill Murray.
And then why
Yeah.
were we talking about this? What's relevant here?
I don't know what's relevant
you
about
mentioned
Something about Bill Murray.
Scrooged.
Oh, Bill Murray, who's in Scrooged. Death in that the Ghost of Christmas Past does the most horrible reveal of what's under his robe ever. Did you see it?
I think so.
No.
No.
What?
Just check it out this Christmas. Not now. This Christmas.
Okay, let's look that up.
It's Scrooged, but
This
it's really
Christmas, this
unfortunate.
Christmas, this Christmas.
Okay.
Well, I think we're all gonna die, and the best thing we could do is kill it. So I'm gonna hit it with my swords, guys.
Does anybody have anything? Like, I have a grenade, but this is
I don't really have any like crazy maneuvers I can do right now. I can try. Okay, well, okay. Let me look up hypnotic pattern because I'm like 99% sure I know what it does. But if it doesn't work, it would be super not dope. The opposite of dope.
Opposite.
What's the opposite of dope?
Not dope.
Oh, I could have been doing bonus damage this whole time. Actually, I forgot about maddening hex, which is something that I have. Oh well. Oh my god, can I have counterspelled that?
Probably.
I'm gonna save counters. Okay, I'm gonna save counterspell actually. Okay, I'm gonna save counterspell.
Good idea.
I'm saving counterspell. Okay. So you know
Good
that.
idea.
I'm gonna hit it. That's what I'm gonna do
Hurry up.
because I hate it.
Hate it already.
Hypnotic
People
what?
think
What?
Oh, are you not doing hypnotic whatever?
Hypnotic pattern?
Are you?
because
I was
you don't
going
have
to, but I don't know if I.
others
I was.
think.
I don't know. I was thinking I could just if it tries to kill us again, I'm just gonna counterspell. Hypnotic pattern is he becomes charmed for the duration. He's incapacitated for 1 minute. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw, which I know is a +2 because you said that earlier. Against my what, 15? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
17 plus 2.
What? Oh,
19.
what?
Did you tell me to roll? I said a plus. You said my whatever save.
No,
You said it was going to be a +2.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was still thinking about what to do. I hadn't decided.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Now I feel bad though because you rolled. Now it feels illegitimate for me to have chosen something else.
Choose away.
I'll feel like
You shouldn't feel anything other
Time's on
than
the clock, Tristan.
excited about taking your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit it with my sword. It's not. It's gonna miss probably. It's a 10 plus 1. It's a plus 3 plus 4. It's not a 19. So
If you can't get us to 19.
it's not. I don't think it's gonna get us 19.
All right, so
It's
your
4 plus 1 plus 3, which is not it. So I missed it the first hit.
first attack misses.
Here's the second hit. It's worse. It's a 6 plus some stuff. So
Okay.
neither of them hit. We missed.
You missed with both of your big hits.
I missed. Yeah, my only hit. That's all I can do, I guess.
And is there anything you'd like to do movement-wise before we move on?
No, I don't want to take an attack opportunity.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, no, I got incapacitated. Never mind. I was gonna say I've still got it cursed, but I'm incapacitated. I got incapacitated, so it's not cursed.
Jan Tammy.
That's
Damn
me.
it, Tammy.
Thank you.
You got this. I believe in you.
I'm gonna try and punch it again.
But I accidentally hit the table, but I tried to make it look purposeful.
That was really good. No, because you really sold it.
Stop looking at me like this is the wrong answer.
I'm not.
What'd you get for number 7?
17 plus 8.
That hits.
See, I don't have my cheat sheet
Go
cam
train.
next to me to tell me what to do.
So it's 6
Did
bludgeoning
you want me to tell you what to do?
damage.
No, it's okay. I'd love it if someone explained counterspell to me because I feel like that'd be really useful in this fight.
Yeah, you can use a reaction.
Is that all?
For my whole turn? Or for this?
The first attack hits. Your 6 points of damage has been added. Nothing out of the ordinary happened for some reasons that you don't have time to stop and speculate.
Okay. Then Tammy's just gonna curse and then turn into a bear. A very big bear. As her bonus turn.
Is that a polar bear, a brown bear, grizzly bear?
No, one of them is a
From our
CR
perspective,
one that I
it's weird,
can
yeah.
use, and one of them is bigger. I
No,
think
we're
it's just a
dead.
normal brown bear.
We let you do, unless I'm missing something, you did two-handed attacks last time, right?
Yeah.
You did do 2 attacks, yes.
So are you...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pulling a
I'm
punch?
I'm gonna punch again, and then I'm gonna turn into the bear.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Misses.
Nice.
All right.
And it's bear time?
Not Baratani.
Ah!
It's Barry
I'm like-
Tammy.
I'm trying to get it in front of Zeph as possible. Like, if my big ass bear self can like just sit in front of Zeph and this thing, that's what big ass bear.
Can I sit on top of
doing.
Barry Tammy?
I'm not allowed.
I can't ride Barry Tammy?
All right, so you stand in front of.
Yeah, I don't know if I can like push her out of the way or not.
No, you
No,
can't move
no.
the individual, but
Then
you
I'm
can.
gonna.
Technically, there's a shove. You could shove me with a strength contest, but it takes your action.
It's an action, yeah.
Far too late.
Yeah.
All right, so Baratami is standing and is somewhat standing in between the Grim Reaper and a very, very weakened Zephaniah.
That's me. Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
The puppies
Nice.
get to go now.
Yay, puppy!
guys.
First up is going to be the Hellhound. He's got to see if he can recharge.
He's done the most damage this
Does
turn. This
not
dog.
recharge.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's nothing for us then.
Let's see what he's capable of doing. He barks. He barks and barks. From the other side of the mesh, he's not able to do anything.
Do I feel inspired by his barking?
You do feel inspired. You're not sure if it would affect anything, but you're feeling pretty good about it.
I feel pretty good about the dog. Yeah.
Some two-headed puppies are barking their excitement, and Mr. Wrinkles is really excited. He's doing that thing where dogs jump up on their hind legs and back up and down.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of woofing, a lot of barking, and
A lot of bark.
Bark, 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 bark.
I'll be the old dog.
Bark, bark.
Oh.
And see, background audio is so authentic.
Yeah, it really is.
Bark, bark, bark.
Death Scythe is going to be the attack that's used. The Life Reap is only used on a creature that's at 0 hit points. When you're at 0, you can be touched by the Grim Reaper, and then you're gone forever.
Hey, good thing you got me back from 0 hit points, because then he would have stolen my soul.
Death Scythe is coming at you.
I got you.
And
18,
Oh, that hits hardcore.
18 hits. And, okay, so the first part is deadly. The damage is going to be a d4 plus 5. Oh, it's only 6.
Oh.
I wish I got hit by that.
You need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Here it comes.
Now hold on, before you do.
What's the point of turning into a fucking bear if my stats are worse?
Because it's more health.
Yeah, whatever. What am I doing?
DC is 16 on your Constitution save.
I got a 16 plus 3.
Okay, so you save.
And the horrible effect. Isn't it?
Instead of dropping to 0 hit points, which would have been a fail, you take 1, 2.
How is saving good? Bad.
This is the psychic damage.
No.
that you're taking.
If she had saved, she would have dropped to 0. If she had not saved.
Yeah, I know, but like even though you saved,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're still getting cut.
Yeah, but she's still up.
Well, it's a bear. Your bear form would just.
Baratami takes 10 points of psychic damage. Does that affect your ability to? No, I'm sorry. Never mind.
What was the original? It was 8 and then 11?
6.
8 then 10. Of them.
6 then 10. 16. Bear damage.
Bear damage.
Janet Thames taking bear
Barely
damage.
survived.
She's barely hanging on.
Really, I thought you were about to drop on that one. Grim is not going to do anything now that they've taken their turn, and that's going to move us up to Angel.
Oh,
She's British. No, he's British.
I'm British. I'm
He's
British.
I'm
Okay,
British.
so what I want to
We
do is cast fireball.
What
No,
are
I'm
your
kidding.
spells? I don't even know what your actual
Perfect.
spells
You know,
are. What are your 3rd level spells?
Fireball.
I'm just curious.
I would like to.
She would prefer it if you would tell her which ones to use. I think that's what she said she liked.
Oh no, I'm not gonna tell
Nah,
you.
no. I got this. Don't worry.
I'm just curious.
That was a joke. I was messing with you.
Get playing.
No. I'm gonna cast invisibility on me, myself, and I. Invisible. Invisible. I know this is metagaming, but does anyone need healing? Yeah.
I can't tell you.
While we're metagaming, I'll tell you that the Grim Reaper can still see you.
Can I not do? Oh,
I mean,
no, I did it. I did
How we're
it.
metagaming.
I was gonna
did
say
it.
this guy's absolutely. You're gonna be like.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I'm so hidden.
I didn't think.
I knew for a fact.
I guess I can't undo that. It's done, right?
Right,
She is
but
done.
you did have that other question. Does anybody need any healing? I believe that Zephaniah is at 10.
I'm a cleric today. You're still at 10.
Yeah.
Was anyone else hit? I thought Monolith was.
Nope. I think Zeph needs.
I mean, this thing kills you instantly anyway, so it's like having HP. I'm not gonna say anything.
Alright, I'm gonna cast.
It only kills you instantly if you're at 0. So far.
Yeah.
Because
But it does have
It
attack.
doesn't have a strong enough hit to put you guys at 1.5 negative.
It does have an attack that drops you to 0 automatically.
Healing
And if it
word.
had 2 actions, then you'd be instantly dead. That's why it only has a 1.
Kayla, I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Zeph. But I'm gonna cast it first.
Is it because they asked for it?
I didn't ask for it.
It's just because I'm
the only person who didn't tell him what to do at all.
I feel like you're making a good choice and one
Yeah,
you would have
no,
made
for sure,
anyway.
yeah, no,
This
there's
all
no wrong-
seems
There's no wrong
standard.
choices.
It feels
Except
like there's
that
a
one.
wrong choice.
I know, and then everybody's like, "There's no wrong choice," but they're lying.
No,
Why do you
that's
guys
fine.
always lie?
There's no
Yeah,
wrong
right.
choice.
That is.
A choice is only wrong
a-
after you've done it and you're dead. If you die, it was the wrong choice. If you're alive,
The wrong choice.
And then
well, that doesn't
I'm
make
done.
any sense. That
That's
wasn't a
it.
choice. You don't get to choose. Your choice doesn't make
None of your
sense.
companions can see you. Zephaniah received how much help from you?
8 health.
8 health points, which is a really good. That's pretty good considering you got 10 the last time.
With more dice.
And does that complete your turn, Angel?
Yes.
Angel the Starfruit.
Do you have movement?
I've got holy water.
Move.
Monolith.
With holy water.
Hey, that's me. I'm gonna use my action and release the dog. Is there a visible lock that I may pick?
These do not have the kind of locks that would keep people out. They're more like
Dog
they're
kennel
to keep
locks.
things with thumbs from opening and closing the door.
Oh,
You have
so
no
they're-
problem opening them.
Oh, I can just open it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Does that cost an action? To
Yeah.
Open it.
No. I'm sorry. Opening a door is an interaction. We've been.
I'm going
doing
to
that for a long time.
interaction with this door and release this dog, and then 5, 10, 15 interaction with this door and release this dog.
The old bitch?
Okay.
The old bitch.
Can't move?
Meph and a very, very old hellhound that moves around slowly are both given access to their doors.
Yes, I have released them, and since that wasn't an action,
Nope.
I'm just going
Please!
Oh, nope. Sorry, you did correct. You got away. You did the thing where you. Anyway, you're back in range. What would you like to do while you're
gonna
in
go
range?
ahead and stab him.
That's never a bad idea.
But no cooking, it worked. Why do I keep getting these kinds of rolls with my +8? Whatever, 18 plus 8. Whatever.
Hey, I'm glad you hit the monster.
Oh, great, a 1. Oh, 6 damage. Whatever. What? I'm gonna roll my sneak attack. Whatever.
Hey, Grant.
Let me just stop you
glad
for a
you-
second.
Yeah?
Grant, I'm
I just
glad
gotta
you
make
hit the
sure.
monster.
What did you just attack with?
My sword. My short sword.
And it's magical.
It's +1. So,
And it did how much damage?
6.
6.
5. 1 plus 5 plus 9, which is my sneak attack.
How does it look when you kill this big bad enemy?
You killed it? It's dead? Nice.
Wow, I was-
Good work.
Really prepared for it to last several more rounds.
Yeah, I was ready
Yeah.
for like another hour of.
I would say the Hellhound's 20 and your 20 and 17 gouged life out of this enemy in a way that you damaged it much quicker than if it should have been around for 2 more rounds, but you had some really thick, deep cuts into it. Makes me wish instead of leaving it at 102 HP, I'd have bumped it to 162.
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't you? What happened?
Well,
Do it right now. I want to die.
I agreed to let the stats either kill you or let you live, and so therefore the HP was the HP.
No, I understand totally. I agree.
Normally I get
so
a lot more involved,
ill-prepared
but I
for
just
this.
was going to let the dice take care of it.
No.
That was exciting. Can you hand me that Grim Reaper?
That was
Yes.
very exciting.
I was very ill prepared. I don't know how to gruesomely kill a Grim Reaper. It's like, I guess I won't.
This Grim Reaper is going to be given away on scattered rollers. If you're one of the people that donates $10 or more, we're going to mail it to you. That's how much we love dogs. That's
Yeah.
why we have a dog-themed episode today.
We're rescuing.
Because
That way
Scattered
the board
Rollers,
looks like a Dalmatian.
maybe, is raising money for the Guide Dog Foundation. If they raise $6,000, they get to name the dog.
Oh my god.
I hope they do. If they don't, I think our next quest is going to be to, no matter how many weeks or months it takes, raise $6,000 for a guide dog so that we can name it.
I'm so excited to name a guide dog.
Sparky!
Nope.
No.
What are you gonna name the
Spot.
guide dog?
Cup. Mug.
Plate.
Ow. I like cup.
I like cup. Cup.
Suitcase.
Cup.
Chair.
Cup.
I
Cup.
think we're going to have to
Cup.
let the donors decide, right?
No, it's
that's
cup.
true.
No,
It's definitely
donors
cup.
don't matter.
What if I'm a donor?
Well,
That's true. What if I'm a donor?
This is what Monolith just destroyed. Monolith, I know that it's an abnormal creature, but this particular ethereal monster.
I'm gonna pull a Darth Vader. Pull a Darth Vader in A New Hope. And what I'm gonna do is I just released the dogs and I'm super prepared for this thing to just keep going. Like after what it did, just like pointed its fingers at Zeph and Zeph died, essentially. I'm just gonna swing at it normally, like a regular person would. I'm gonna cut through its cloak, and then it's just gonna like the cloak's just gonna flutter the ground. And then I'm gonna pick it up like and I'm start sifting through any pockets.
The cloak has no pockets, and while you're holding it, it essentially sublimates into a gaseous form that dissipates, and you can no longer even see it.
Ew.
I want to immediately run over to the Cerber puppies, open the gate, and roll around with them.
They are so freaking excited. 2 of them, and it's 2 different puppies with 4 sets of heads, are nibbling at your beard and biting, and the others are jumping around on you like you're a trampoline, playing with each other.
I really want fan art.
All of them are just having a grand old time, and I
I'm just
imagine,
rolling around,
oh yeah,
scritching all their little heads.
licks, nibbles, little bites. It's all very cute. You guys are standing in essentially a kennel of the damned. The place where you are is a place of negative. It's on the plane of negative energy, even though it's a small pocket of it. This is the only place where you could have killed that enemy and had it die and stay dead.
Wow.
Anywhere else that you kill a Grim Reaper, it will return to this plane, regain all its hit points after an hour, and then come back to find you. But here in the
like,
negative material plane, you guys
kill
were...
that.
You've dissipated this creature for the last time.
For the first
You demoted it all the way down.
Nice try. You were demoted to intern. Now you're unemployed
Whoa.
from life.
You find yourself with an ancient dog that breathes spark, smoke, and fire occasionally, 4 2-headed puppies, and Mr. Wrinkles. If you spend just a little bit of time looking around, you'll find Mr. Wrinkles' armor. It's in a box that's just inside the cage, as if all of the belongings for that dog were being kept together. They just weren't on. It seemed like the Reaper had taken the collars and clothing and different things off of the dogs. Go ahead.
Just a quick question.
I have some answers.
What CR level is a hellhound?
A full healthy adult or an ancient...
Well, this is the only one I've ever seen. So this one.
Oh. Okay. That's a good question. I'll tell you. I'll give you 2 different answers.
I also want to say I'm trying to scoop them into the box.
Also, I don't know if a hellhound counts as a beast, but we're going to find out.
No, I believe it's a demon.
Medium fiend.
Fiend.
Oh.
So you wouldn't be able to turn into it, but its CR, if you were, is... Where are you at, CR? Only a 3.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that was one heck of a cone of fire.
Yeah, that was really good.
The pup there said there would have been another round for the Reaper had the dog not hit that hard.
Oh, yeah.
Had he rolled a 5 or a 6, he'd have done another cone of damage and maybe finished it for you.
That would have been pretty cool.
Dog kills the guy.
What were you about to do?
Please.
Nothing.
Okay, you guys are standing in the middle of the Raven Queen's temple, a temple that had been repurposed and turned into a kennel for a very angry Grim Reaper who was angry about being demoted. You now have no enemies left, and you're surrounded by the dog and extra dogs that you came to save.
I'm going to start scooping the little ones back into their box. And then, like, carrying the box.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we? Is there enough energy to transport all of us?
I guess we're going to find out.
What if? Well, I mean, I feel like the most. I feel like the.
Are you telling me we're going to leave the dogs here?
No. See, I'm trying real hard not to say that with my words.
Just her actions.
Well, I'm going to say wholeheartedly that.
Well, here,
I can't do
what if
that.
we trade you for the dogs and we leave you on the negative energy plane?
Why don't we
forever?
leave you on the what plane?
Negative energy. I figured it out. When he hit, remember when I died just then?
When you, like, passed out?
Yeah, remember when I passed out?
Are
you
When he hit me
okay?
with that?
Do you need help?
Hey,
No,
do you
I
want
feel
one- Do you
terrible.
want one of these?
I feel absolutely
Go to hand
miserable.
you a superior healing potion.
I'm okay. I figure we're not gonna find anybody. I don't want to waste it
All right.
because I feel. I just got to revel in this for a second. Wow, that feels bad. Hey, Angel, where are you?
Hi.
What?
Angel,
Oh.
where'd you go?
Oh,
Angel?
Are you invisible? Were you gonna hide
Angel.
from the Reaper
Angel.
thing?
I dropped the spell.
Were you just
Oh.
gonna stand behind that door invisible?
Well, you know, after I cast invisibility on myself, I had a horrible realization, almost like God had spoke to me that it wasn't gonna work.
I love this game.
Yeah.
This game so much.
So I did have a very cool plan, and I was gonna save the day, and you were all gonna love me so much. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that. I had a bit of a blonde moment, if you will.
Let's just gather all the dogs and get out of here.
Also, thanks for helping me not die. That was
Oh,
great. That's
sure.
super dope.
Sure.
Loved that.
I have the stick.
Let's
What?
everybody grab a dog. Well, I got the box of dogs. Somebody
Mr.
touch-
Wrinkles! Mr. Wrinkles!
Oh my god.
He's
When he
massive.
barks,
He's-
his top lips go boom.
Oh my god!
He's so big, man.
Is he
He's
Saint
he's
Bernard?
massive.
Yep. He comes up to your midriff, which for you is like you're being approached by a large
This is a horse.
pony. You know.
He's a baby! Oh my goodness.
I would
Thick
not
pony.
call him a baby per
I pick
se.
him up. He's such a baby! Oh my goodness! Look at this
He's certainly
little baby.
he's a lot kinder than.
Oh!
Oh, here she comes. He's like, I'm being cold. I'm being so.
Come on, I'll pick you up.
Oh!
Come here. I don't know what camera's going to work to show
We could
you
use the
off.
map camera.
Okay, I'll just give you the.
Unclip.
Mabel!
Who's a good girl?
Mabel!
Well, he's a lot nicer than his master. Okay, you got him. You've got the dog.
I've got the little.
How big is the hellhound? That's just kind of chilling, straight chilling.
It's about the same size as the Mastiff, but you can tell in its prime, it was probably twice the size it currently is. It's been diminishing over the decades.
I'm gonna have one hand on the staff and one hand on the hellhound.
Yep.
Should we try to bring the hellhound? I mean, he does look
Is
like
that
he's
bad?
a bit worse for wear.
Oh, we're taking him. I pressed it.
We weren't holding it yet.
Angel isn't touching it. Only you leave.
Bye! What? Oh!
We literally, nobody was
No.
holding on to it yet.
Nah.
Please.
So we're all holding onto it, and I'm also touching the dog.
I got the box in one hand, and I grabbed the.
I'm hearing that everybody's touching it, all the dogs are accounted for, and then somebody's grasping the green gem. That's what I'm
Yes,
hearing.
that's what's happening. Yes.
As you return, it's exactly what you experienced before in reverse. Intense bright light. It gets brighter and brighter. You don't realize you're not on your feet until you land on them. And all around you, you hear the sound of feet hitting the ground, and you hear the sound of yelps and some whimpers
As they explode.
and two,
I don't like that.
and 2 or 3 loud barks.
Nobody even barked that time. Come on.
And as soon as you find yourselves on the ground with dogs, you hear a voice say, "It's really important to make sure that you walk right." Oh my God, Mr. Wrinkles! The gnome runs over and grabs Mr. Wrinkles by the cheeks, and he buries his face in his dog friend. You have no recognition of the gnome that you see hugging this dog, because before you'd seen angry, bitter, and unhappy, and now you see somebody that's been reunited with a friend that they thought they weren't going to see again.
And we're all so happy to be a part of this experience.
Puppy.
Mr. Bode offers you
Brood? Bro? Is it
Brood?
Brood?
Yep.
Nice.
Mr. Brode invites you in and sits down with you, and you guys probably spend about 2 hours recounting the tale, explaining what happened, explaining how you'd been helped by the various dogs in your fight, and you explained with some detail what it was like to be over there in that negative material plane. Mr. Brode is all ears, pays complete attention to you the entire time. And while he's listening to you and paying attention to you, both of his hands are digging into his dog, who is enjoying pets and scritches that he hasn't had for possibly months.
I have like 2 puppies in my arm.
Yeah, there is a lot of extra noise, and you guys are enjoying the company from your old dogs, and your new dogs and your old dog friends.
There's 4 puppies, 1 hellhound, 1
But the
mystery.
puppies are in the box. I'm holding the box. They're mine.
And apparently Monolith, during the whole 2 hours of eating and drinking and recounting the tale, will not let anybody play with those puppies.
I open the box. I'm like, no,
I like you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Monolith, do you want to tell us about the time that you were a young Earth Genasi and you thought you were going to get to keep a puppy, but it turned out you weren't allowed?
oh man, I just had a really fake sad story coming to my head, and I don't know if I should do it.
But
Kinda
everything's real if you say it out loud.
That's
and
true.
you-
I'm making my own story right now. Monolith as a little street rat, because he lives on the
what?
streets. Yeah, he's a street rat.
Well,
I
it's
don't know if I
gotta
told
be
you.
Yeah,
one of the
that's-
squares.
yeah.
So, come
I don't
on.
know if I told
Okay.
you guys, but he found a street rat dog. A dog living
Do you
on the
mean
streets.
Do you mean a street dog?
A street dog.
Was it a
stray
rat
dog? It was
dog?
It was a stray dog. It was not a rat dog.
Okay.
And he went to care for it, but it ran away because
Aw.
it was a stray dog, and it didn't consider him an owner, and he was sad because they spent a lot of time together, a whole 2 days, and it was mostly Monolith following it around, it trying to get rid of him, but to him, it was like they were best friends.
That's the saddest I've ever.
I was gonna have it die, but that was too sad.
Grant, what's
And
wrong?
I said it was sad.
Yeah.
But I let people play with the dogs. My first reaction is like, no! And then I'm like, okay, no, you can play with them. But I watch very intently.
By the second half of the meal, small 2-headed dogs are all over the place.
Puppy.
Running across the table, running under the table, getting under your feet. They're just having a great old time. Is there anything you'd like to do or say during this 2-hour time that you have to eat, drink, and catch your breath?
Oh man, can you take care of the dogs or find a home for them?
Keep one?
Yeah, I was
I think
actually
we
gonna
should keep
say,
one.
like,
I
what
think
do we?
we
What?
I think we should definitely keep one of the 2-headed ones.
Why are we keeping the puppies? What are you gonna do with the puppy?
Look at it.
What do you mean? What am I gonna do with a
He
puppy? Look
can, he
at
can guard.
Okay,
he
he's
can,
cute.
he
I
can
get
guard
it.
this
I
shit.
get
he
it.
can
Got
guard
the
the
other
shit.
head too.
okay.
I almost did monolith that time.
Yeah, we almost die all the time. What if we die and the
This
puppy's
one's
gonna be left?
name is Raspberry.
I really like that name. This
Wait,
one's name is
wait. Do
Blueberry.
you name both of the heads?
I think it's
This
one
one's
body.
Raz and this one's Berry.
This one's
pretty
blue
good.
and this. Oh, but then if it's blue and berry and
And they'll both be
two
named Barry.
berries.
Wait, no, this one's
But
named
they-
Barry like a berry, but this one's named Barry like a man.
They don't come
Like
apart. in
BAR.
walls. It works.
I think that
Sorry, I
I
had to get involved.
think that one body consists of one name.
I don't know. I think they
Raspberry, blueberry,
both, I think they both deserve
strawberry,
names.
blackberry.
Do you
Those
think
are the
they
names.
have individual thoughts?
Yes.
I think their thoughts are kind of connected.
We're not taking the puppies. We can't.
I'm taking one puppy.
Okay, wait. Okay, but which one, huh?
Raspberry.
No, Jim.
I think we have,
I grabbed the
think
box
we have
of
to
dogs.
take both of them.
I do too. You know what? I'm in agreement.
You guys gotta clean up after the dogs. You gotta feed. You gotta buy dog food all the time. Huh?
I can make food.
Hey,
Here, eat produce flour.
So you're gonna keep those
We're gonna keep these
We're
two.
gonna, yeah.
death dogs.
I'm sorry,
dogs? Excuse me.
Death dogs.
No, yeah. Please,
You'd like
please
You'd
elucidate.
like your own death dog puppies?
Yes.
Explain to me how that works. Do I have to
Elaborate, but in
Please.
full detail,
Give me
please.
some like a rundown of how I would take care of one of these, because that may affect my ability.
Also, the dangers present in
Yeah,
raising
no.
a death
Will
dog.
Will it accidentally sneeze on me and I'll die?
No,
Okay.
no. If it bites you and breaks the skin, the poison will cause your flesh to putrefy and fall off your bones.
Oh,
Oh,
aren't
nice.
you cute? All right.
They're filled with disease and they crave human flesh.
Yeah.
I'm only half human.
Maybe you should keep one as a pet.
Yeah, let it bite you and see how fun that is. Let's do that.
How big do they get, would you say?
It's on death. Maybe we should let that one stay in the negative.
Zephyr.
I'm saying it's got like 10 days left, maybe.
He's a baby.
It's about the size of Mr. Wrinkles here.
Yeah, well, do you know where to find the home for these? Because I think I'm gonna retract my previous statement.
Or maybe
No.
make them like spell components because they're evil creatures.
They're not evil.
Yeah, he literally just said they're evil creatures that hunger for
You
human.
did not say they're evil.
a puppy.
Yes, I
He
would.
did not
It's
say
an
it.
evil.
No.
It's an evil fucking
No,
dog.
it's not evil. He said it craves human flesh. They're bad
That's
humans.
different.
We could feed it bad humans.
What if I'm half?
The puppies are excited by all the talking and they start jumping around and yipping.
Good.
And a couple of them standing on the table walk over and nestle their heads into Zeph's shoulders.
Oh.
What were you gonna say, Angel? What's up?
Oh, I'm just saying this pose no threat to me. I don't think I'm any. I don't think I'm
Compelling.
that human, so I'm good. So we're good. Keep
Yeah,
the
why don't we
dogs.
just let it? Why don't we?
Oh, but I don't want to test it though. I'm good.
Okay, what is it?
I'm
I'm just saying it's a.
I haven't done my Ancestry.com test yet. I don't want to risk it.
Okay, look, we're not to kill the dogs, all right? But we can. I'm not taking the evil
Yeah,
dog. with
nobody
us.
will be killing any dogs.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Where are we gonna put these dogs?
If you leave them here, I can take care of them.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a dog gnome.
Are you half dog?
No, I mean I'm a gnome who enjoys
Yeah,
the
damn
company
you.
of dogs.
Oh.
Wait, how are you
you're a
gonna
furry.
raise these dogs to not crave human
I
flesh?
myself am not furry, but I love my furry friends.
Grant, don't bring this to
You
the
just said
fantasy
what we were
table.
all thinking.
I brought it
mean,
in. I
Um,
brought it into the fantasy realm. It exists in D&D.
So what are you gonna do with these human flesh craving dogs that produce evil disease of death?
Will you keep the names we gave them?
Raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, blackberry.
Oh, for sure. I'll never forget those names.
Okay.
Hey, can I roll an insight check on that?
Sure.
Can I also? I don't believe him.
You can attempt to help if you
It's a
like.
17 plus. It's an 18. It's an 18.
Also a 17 plus. Just 17.
18.
There is no way that this gnome is going to remember these dogs for more than however long it takes for him to get rid of them.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute, and I take out some paper.
So he's absolutely getting rid of them also.
Would you like to ask? Because you wouldn't be able to guess from an insight.
Yeah, you getting rid of the dogs? What are you doing with them?
Yeah, I'm not keeping. They're death dogs. I'm not keeping death dogs.
Yeah, that
they
would be
live out in
insane.
the deserts and the plains, so I'll travel out there, drop them off, make sure they're in the right habitat, and
what if they
grow
like
up.
kill people?
Well,
Would we be indirectly responsible for those people's deaths in a way?
Nah.
I don't think that we have any say in it.
I'm
You
just
don't
saying,
see
following the
them die,
track
it
of
doesn't
morality. Then.
We're returning them back to their natural habitat.
Yeah, but they would have died peacefully, never harming a person.
One time I heard about this cow that lived on a ranch back at the farm, and it trampled its owner to death. But the thing is that earlier in the day he was walking down on the road and somebody returned it because it was a lost cow. So is it that person's fault that it trampled its owner's?
Anything that will happen is gonna happen. We have no say in whether they're gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, but I think there's a big difference between a creature that is literally an evil creature filled with death. and
It's
the-
not evil.
How do we know cows aren't evil?
Well,
Any creature that kills
I've met a cow
you killed,
before.
are you evil?
I mean, some people think
They
so.
have no moral compass. They're just trying to survive.
That's my point. Is that wait, no, you know what? I'm over this. Okay, fine. You can have the dogs.
I'm a introverted gnome. I think I've used up all of my
No, that's
people
fine.
energy,
Yeah, you
and
should just
I
get rid of
think
us.
it might be time for you to go.
Are you?
Oh, what are you doing with the
We
hellhound?
can get out. We can go.
Well, I'll find a home for him.
Well, he said kind of, you know.
Yeah, if I wait a little bit, I might not have to.
Yeah,
Can
that.
I ask how long you think he might live for?
Well,
Oh.
maybe another year?
We're not bringing that one with us either. You want to watch that dog die, Janet Tammy? No, it'll be sad. I know you don't want
You
to do
won't
that.
take a fire-breathing dog under your airship.
Flying air.
Yes.
I mean, if we had a hot air balloon, that'd be pretty useful. Because it could just go.
But where? Guys, how do we take it out to like go to the bathroom and stuff? Like, how do we?
Yeah, you guys
quarantine
got to-
that
you
on
got
the airship.
We just hold him outside.
guys, I agree with I agree with my friend Angel. I think that
Casey.
I think keeping dogs would be.
Oh my god!
I think keeping dogs would be irresponsible.
Whoa, Casey, what's she got the ship?
Who's flying it?
Who's flying the ship?
Her little invisible friend.
No, he's definitely gone by now.
Oh well.
I'm casting the unseen servant again.
Oh, okay. Everything seems fine now.
Casey just turned into Eeyore in this episode.
Casey,
You guys were gone a long time.
Casey, due to your confusing sense of morality, do you want to have a heart-to-heart about losing these dogs behind, or like,
How do we
do you
just
need
go?
to have
How do we leave?
a very emotional, sad scene about the realities of the harshness of the world?
No.
Yeah, but instead, let's just go.
Only if you
agree.
said only.
Let's
Are you
just
sure?
portal the fuck out of here.
Wow.
I like
Wow,
Casey said,
Casey, you said a bad
Hey,
word.
you
said
That's
it too.
incredible.
I'm sorry, I haven't slept.
Where's the soap?
We're not gonna soap out of your mouth. Huh?
No.
Oh, do you have any dog? Do you know any dog vendors? We could. Do you know any dog vendors so we can buy some dogs? Do you know any dog vendors so we can buy some dogs? Like, people who sell dogs. You got like a giant dog. I don't know.
You want my
Not your dog.
You want my dog guy?
Yeah, you got a dog guy? That's what I'm saying.
Dog hookup.
Hell yeah, dude. I want your dog hookup.
Yeah, he comes by here about once a week to check in. I'd say he's about 5-6 days away.
Damn. Oh.
That's
How
unfortunate. We should
about
leave.
just
Teleport
leave?
us. Please just teleport us. We'll just keep
I
talking.
climbed-
Yeah, we're gonna go on the
Onto the
ship and you can teleport us. Alright. Good chat.
Oh, that's not how. That's not how that works.
Wait, how does it work?
Well, you fit through the teleport, no problem. You'll be like portaled right over. Your ship will not fit through.
Right.
It's big,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes, it's my ship. It's very impressive.
right?
Well,
So I miniaturize your ship. and
What?
Hand it to you,
Oh my lord.
and it will stay small for 1 hour.
What would happen if we ate it?
You
What
will
no.
die. Because if you would like to make your ship full size again before an hour, pour water on it, and it will expand to full size in moments.
Could we just spit on it?
Or do we have to run away, dump water and run?
Does it have to be like...
Generally speaking, I just see people use water. If you'd like to experiment with saliva, that's up to you. But
That's
my
disgusting.
plan
Please don't do that.
is to miniaturize your ship, hand it to you,
Please
and
don't
send
do
you through a
that. What
portal.
if the speaking?
What if my hands are clammy? that an issue?
What if
Yes.
Here, you can just put it.
My
here,
hands are
hold
not
out
clammy.
a plate.
No, wait, I'm just gonna put gloves on. What?
I hand it to you in a bag. We've done this before.
Okay, I
Not our first
you got
rodeo
away. Yes,
season.
it's not your first miniature rodeo, of course.
What if someone was in the airship and then it was shrunk down and then it went inside someone and we learned all about the human or non-human body through some fun games and we call it the Magic Airship.
Well, if we don't complete the Magic Airship episode in an hour, the person explodes violently as the airship expands.
And actually, it won't take an hour because there's water inside the body.
Yeah.
They may have consumed water in the past 24
But
hours.
I did like the bit though, it was very
Pretty sure
funny.
your blood
Thank
is
you.
mostly
Yeah, you're
water.
welcome.
I'm pretty sure my mouth is mostly water, so I get it on my tongue and then my head.
But aren't
will
you like a
explode.
rock? So I don't know how much water there
Anyways.
is in there.
You guys will probably all be too busy to fly, so you'll need probably a frazzled bus driver or airship captain to help you.
Right.
You could name them Mr. Frazzle.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
frazzled because they're frazzled.
I
And they
really
have blonde
missed that
hair.
opportunity. I could have named Nicholas. Right on, it's okay.
You've got a long flight to. Oh no, you don't. Instead, right in the middle of the room, a purple circle opens.
Oh, wow.
It's a portal. And while you might have held a stick before to transport, you're now staring at what looks like an oval to pass through. Half of you see it as a circle, the other half of you see it as a line or a very thin oval. Because it's two-dimensional in space. You need to walk around and face an opening. The portal is going to remain open for about 30 seconds. And he says, get.
Oh,
I get.
Go.
Zoom,
Thank you.
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Casey.
Casey went middle, so...
I come back and I grab Casey.
In your hand, you're holding a little bag,
Yes.
and in the bag is your airship. You have not taken it out to hold it or look at it yet, because you're worried that it's going to start expanding in your clammy hands. But your entire 50,000 plus gold piece airship is in a small little sack that you might carry your lunch in. And you would think about it some more, but on the other side of the portal, you guys all pop out. And you're standing on the outskirts of a giant city.
Wow.
You have been surrounded by towns and villages and boroughs and farms and riverlands and the polar north for so long, you forgot what real civilization looked like. Even the city of Wandar pales in comparison to the size and grandeur of the city of Crestraken. As you look out over the spires and the tall buildings, your eyes are drawn to the many airships that float above. And they're drawn even further up to what half of you were seeing for the first time. A giant floating shop, a market, if you will, that's floating above the entire city. Two
Oh,
of you
never heard
know
of
it's
this
called
before.
the Sky Mall. As we...
Oh
And some of us have been there as other people.
yeah.
my sky.
And as you glance at what to a lot of you might look like a science fiction scene, a city with wonders that you could hardly even believe are all in front of you at one time, you realize that you're standing and staring at a city that might in some ways belong to the very monolith that you've been traveling with from the beginning of this adventure. A city that represents a kingdom that doesn't currently have a king, as far as they know. And you find yourselves on the outskirts of this city with the legal, lawful king, and no idea how to get him into the city or find out if he is, in fact, the person that's going to be calling the shots. I guess you'll have to figure out how you're going to do that when we get back. We will not be here next Friday. It's Black Friday. We all hide in our homes where it's safe on Black Friday. We don't even get together for D&D because we're spread out among the different states of this country. When we get back, however, the week after that, we will be stepping into the city of Crestraken. We will try to figure out where Monolith is supposed to be and how to get him there. And while we're waiting for 2 weeks to pass, I'm very excited to daydream about the possibilities. And I'm also very excited to come back in 2 weeks and play some Dungeons and Dragons in front of you good people. And with face-to-face, you amazing people. Thanks very much to everybody that's here. Happy Thanksgiving. And if you're not in this country, thankfulness in general. Happy thankfulness in general.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the other side of our holiday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Where are we gonna...